Hello, this is T. Suresh Kumar and you're watching Tamil Nadu elections with the Hindu. Today we are going to discuss about basically South Tamil Nadu, and joining me is our senior deputy editor Mr. Kolappan and political correspondent Mr. Sai Charan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So South Tamil Nadu has 10 districts and 58 assembly constituencies. So basically it starts in the Dindigul region and then ends in Kanyakumari where you have the Kerala border basically. So if you look at it, when we examined certain other regions of Tamil Nadu, we saw a clean sweep in the KTCC area and a reasonably solid performance by the DMK in the central region. But here that was not the case. The ADMK had done fairly well in the 2021 assembly elections. These shaded areas are where the constituencies the ADMK's candidates had won from here. So that is the scene here. Now we will look at it through each constituency and see how it is.
Yeah, we'll start from Dindigul district. We are first starting from Palani.
So Palani is a very holy town. You have the Arulmigu Dandayudapani Swami temple, one of the 6 abodes of Lord Muruga. It is famous for Palani Panchamritam.
Yes, they are making, because they are using that, the famous Malayalapalam, they are said to be using, but I don't know, now still they are following the tradition, but it is famous for using that Tindikal Malayalapalam for making the Panchamritam.
Sirumalai.
Yeah.
Basically a sweet that it's a prasadam that has dates.
Yeah.
It has sugar candies, kalkand.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a very unique thing and basically a very pilgrimage town shaping the local economy. Last time here the DMK performed pretty well. They got about 52.9% compared to the ADMK's 38.2%. This was almost replicated in the Lok Sabha elections with a slight improvement in the DMK's vote share.
Yeah, I think in DMK plus it was a communist party contested.
Yes.
Sachidanandam.
Sachidanandam, yes.
Yeah, and then
No, the DMK won twice.
yeah,
yes,
in the Lok Sabha,
Lok Sabha
it was a
Assembly DMK.
assembly. Yeah, IP Sendil Kumar, who is the son of Minister I Periyasamy, he had won twice, 2016 and 21. This time it has been allocated to CPIM. Sir, how is the communist party's background here?
So whatever I am getting from the ground level, it is very positive in favor of Mr. Pandey, because he is very, very ordinary person. He is approachable. He is a simple person. That is and even going by the social media reports, reels, whatever available, I see there is a kind of swelling in favor of him, and DMK has given him the seat despite knowing that his candidate has won twice, because DMK, I think it is my assumption that DMK wants the CPM to win from the constituency. So they must have deliberately allotted to the constituency, even though the Tindikal Balabharati has won twice in the past. Relatively, I think it's a safe constituency for CPM. That is my reading from whatever the reports I am getting from the field.
Next is Vodanchatram.
Vodanchatram, known for one of Tamil Nadu's largest vegetable markets and one of the key hubs supplying agriculture produce, especially vegetables, across the state. So here we see the DMK plus doing about 54.5% in the last assembly election, and then ADMK getting 40.3%. And on the other hand, if you look at the Lok Sabha polls, DMK has drastically improved.
Yeah.
It's gone to more than 63%, and the ADMK plus NDA you have to take, it falls short of this 40%. So
yeah, I think in the last assembly, last Lok Sabha polls, this constituency has been given to SDPI.
Yes.
Nellai Mubarak, who is contesting in Nannilam this time,
yes,
as a
the
DMK
ADMK
candidate.
had given it to
ADMK
SDPI. That's right.
So yeah. So,
but there is one of the interesting thing is it is elected now the food minister Sakrapani for many times, and he was even when he was the whip of the DMK, he was elected for many years. I have been
since 1996.
It's a face of almost a face of Vodanchatram.
Yeah.
Which is a bit rarity, because the DMK rarely has very few prominent faces in the south, unlike the north or the delta region. So Chakrapani is one of the key persons. But
like I Periyasamy, he is one of the prominent faces from that region, the same region.
Same region.
Even in 2001 and 2011, there are a lot of ministers who lost, DMK ministers who lost. Chakrapani managed to win since 1996. He has been winning consistently from this seat.
Yes. That's quite an achievement, I must say.
Yeah. So this time the ADMK has given it to Tamil Manila Congress. Again, it is contesting on the BJP symbol. Vidiyal Sekhar is contesting from
But
there.
he is an outsider in the sense, because it's it's bordering with Kongu belt as well as southern district.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
there are considerable population of Kaundas are also there. The Kongu Velar community also there. So normally you remember when the Palani constituency is won by the Karvendan.
Yes,
the-
yes,
yeah,
Karvendan of the Congress.
Lok Sabha
Yes,
constituency.
yes,
So
yes.
there are lot of it has the features of the Kongu region. It's not merely you cannot take it as a southern district.
Yeah.
So probably Vidiyal Sekhar would have preferred because he is from that area, that Kongu belt.
The other thing about Vidiyal Sekhar is while in the Congress and the Tamil Mandala Congress earlier avatar, he was a student leader.
Yeah.
So quite a known person because in the Congress there are very few ground level
No,
workers.
but he is
So
a TMC man, no?
Yes, he was
And
the TMC
probably
earlier.
the one of the leaders who continue to stick to Vasan despite the fall, up and falls of
Yes,
Vasan.
that's
Most of the leaders have left.
Yeah, I think he won Kangayam once and contested against Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in Thousand Lights, I
1000
remember.
Lights.
Yeah.
That's right, yes.
So the next constituency which we are going to see is Attur.
Attur, right? This is quite famous because one, in terms of tourism, located near the foothills of Kodaikanal,
Yeah.
agriculture belt. But the biggest thing is this was the constituency from where the highest victory margin was recorded in the last elections. Look at the difference here, 72.1% and just 13.2% because the ADMK had given the seat to the PMK. Tilakabama contested here. This time, like we mentioned, Tilakabama is contesting against actor Vijay
in
in Perambur. So that's a huge difference, and more or less this has been replicated in the Lok Sabha polls also.
Sir, who is the DMK candidate who won with a large margin?
Yes,
sir?
that is I. Periyasamy,
Rural Development Minister.
regional strongman of Dindigul.
Yeah.
Right, I. Periyasamy. He has been through the party, one of the senior leaders. So this time, he'll be facing Vishwanathan, Kalai Selvi from TVK and Simon Justin of NTK.
If I remember in 2016, to put pressure on I. Periyasamy, Jayalalitha even fielded Nattam Vishwanathan in Attur and he defeated Nattam Vishwanathan as well.
Yes, that's true, yes.
He is also one of the very familiar face in that it's a strong man of the ADMK, but he lost.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nattam Vishwanathan.
Nattam Vishwanathan.
That shows I. Periyasamy's clout in the constituency.
It's Nilakottai.
Nilakottai. This is a very
unique.
reserved constituency known for flower cultivation, supplies flower to the nearby markets. But Nilakottai, remember Kolapur, there was A.S. Ponnamma.
Yes, sir, he's one of the senior most Congress leaders. He's won from the constituency many times.
4
And
times, I think.
even Karunanidhi, our leader, for the DMK leader, used to call her Akka. And everybody sees an Akka to everybody. It's a Congress stronghold for many years. He won the constituency and probably 8 times.
Yes, I think she 8 or 7 times. But then she held the record and very prominent face, right?
Yeah.
But last time the DMK lost here.
Yeah, even the ADMK in the recent years, as Thenmozhi, who
Yes.
won the 2019 by-elections,
Yes.
she had won in 2021 also. Again, the ADMK had fielded Thenmozhi. In this seat, you have INR and Kailai Rajan and Nagajyoti of the DMK.
So she is quite a prominent face there, Thenmozhi. Even in 2006, if I'm right,
Yes,
she was the MLA.
Yes, she was the MLA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nattam was again a very key constituency because it was represented by the former ADMK minister Nattam Vishwanathan. But it's known for its granite resources and also small scale industry. But the most interesting thing is we'll see the candidate who's facing off with Nattam Vishwanathan. It's KK Selvakumar.
Yeah.
He runs a outfit called
Tamilar Desam.
Tamilar Desam Katchi. So, KK Selvakumar is one person who does not align with the DMK ideology or the DMK's ideological front as they claim because he has openly praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has called Mr. Narendra Modi as the living God.
Yeah.
Living God, and he takes pride in being raised in the RSS, which he says has
You can often
disciplined
see him wearing the yellow color shirt. With
Yes. So, he is like out and out that Hindutva face normally.
This is an interesting contest is going to happen because their ideology overlaps with ADMK because ADMK is also a part of an BJP alliance. So that it is a clash of ideology.
And he belongs to the Muttarian community. Nattam Vishwanathan does not belong to the Muttarian community, but then he has influence over them in the region because of his long time contest in the constituency. So this time we'll have to see how tough it is. And KK Selvakumar is contesting on the DMK's rising sun symbol.
Yeah. Again,
Dindigul, when you speak of Dindigul, one thing is the famous Dindigul biryani. There are a lot of people, of course, some people claim the tag, but others are also there, so it's famous. The other thing is the Dindigul fort, right? And then the Dindigul lock.
Yeah,
they usually say that the Dindigul put, the lock is one that cannot be broken that easily. Now you don't have so many people manufacturing the Dindigal lock there, but once upon a time from across the country, people would source this because it's supposed to be one of the most unbreakable locks.
Yeah.
And also it has a connection with Tipu
Yeah,
Sultan.
Anglo-Mysore war, during Anglo-Mysure war, Tipu Sultan had
a fort, he used to stay there.
Yeah, so Dindigul is very, and then politically also Dindigul constituency is very, very significant for both, the DMK, and this time from Padani, DMK has fielded IP Sendilkumar, I Periyasami's son here. You have Dindigul Srinivasan again, ADMK strongman, ADMK's first rung, leader.
He was once upon a time the ADMK treasurer.
Yeah.
Right,
was
and
MP
at that time
also.
Jayalalitha wanted money, and then on behalf of the party he loaned money to Jayalalitha,
Yeah.
which he returned subsequently. So that's Dindigul Srinivasan's credit. But also Dindigul is famous because the Dindigul Lok Sabha constituency was the first constituency to be won after the AIDMK was formed.
Yeah.
Mahadevar won. So the MGR tasted his first electoral victory after being expelled from the DMK in Dindigul Lok Sabha constituency. So Mahadevar won. So that is the biggest.
But there is a four-corner contest. There is also we have to take into consideration at that time.
Yes.
That time, yeah. So even communists had won twice.
Yeah. Even before that, I think even Ammu Swaminathan, mother of that Captain Lakshmi, I think she has been elected from the constituency.
Oh, right.
So for him it will be a challenge. IP Sindhu.
But I don't know. Maybe if Senthil Kumar has opted for this constituency with a lot of confidence, only they would have done it because he won twice from this Palani constituency. Now the party is fielding him in Tindikal means no, he is one of the important candidates in the sense he is the son of I. Periyasamy.
Yes.
So he would not have opted for a losing constituency. So let us hope how he is going to perform. That is a
So also this is one of the rare father-son combinations in this election, apart from Chief Minister Stalin and Udayanidhi Stalin.
Yeah.
Right.
Even before this Chief Minister Stalin Uday Stalin enters assembly as a father-son duo. This is the IP and IP Senthil Kumar is was the only father-son duo.
Before that, it would have been Mr. Karnanidhi and Mr. Stalin. So that was also there. Yes.
Yeah. So next we are moving to Vedasandur, which is a bellwether since 1957. This seat, whoever is winning this seat, that party will either the alliance or the party will go on to form the government. That is the sentiment here.
Yeah. So it's not that bellwether segment has not been broken even once.
Yeah, even
right.
Since
So
but quite a lot of constituencies like that subsequently they are broken. For example, they used to say whoever won the Tiruchendur Assembly Lok Sabha constituency will form the government at the center. Now and Kanyakumari Assembly, whoever wins, his party will form the government. There are quite a lot of constituencies like Uttaramerur But these are all belief, and it is actually supported by the victories of the political party. So there is an element of faith or people really believe that it is going to happen.
Yeah, and then this borders with Karur. You have, as Sir has mentioned already, like how Voddan Chatram, and this has also the flavor of the central and as well as the Kongu part.
In fact, it falls under the Karur parliamentary
constituency. Yeah. And then this time D. Samanan, which is a new candidate, I think because DMK has earlier Gandhi Selvan, who was a union minister. He won the last time in 2021. VPB Paramasivam is also known face, I think. He was an MLA, and then his father was a strong leader in AIDMK. You have Nagajoti and Hussain.
On behalf of the TVK and NTK.
So next we are moving towards this side, and we are entering the Sivaganga district, and first is Karaikudi.
Sivaganga district actually is famous because of P. Chidambaram, right, who won here several times, and now the parliamentary constituency is represented by his son Karthi Chidambaram. But also, like, in terms of culture, food, it's the Chettinad food, very distinctive architecture and cuisine. Then, of course, it's the historic center of the Nagaratar community, quite an enterprising community. Even in the pre-independence state, they have gone abroad, established businesses, so very enterprising that way. There are some good educational institutions. But this time, although the overall Tamil Nadu elections is four-cornered, there are very few constituencies where it's a real four-cornered fight. And this actually is, I think, the foremost such constituency. Because all the four candidates of the four major friends, DMK has been, on the DMK front, you have the Congress.
MLA,
he is a sitting MLA, Mangudi, quite popular, well-known, grounded. ADMK has given the seat to AMMK, where you have Derbogi
He is a local face, very influential person.
Very influential person. Then TVK, you would have found Mr. TK Prabhu, if not in the party, on social media, definitely you would have found him with a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Very popular, grounded, been traveling there. And
You have
the chief coordinator of Naam Tamilagachi, Seeman.
Yeah.
Right, who keeps shifting constituencies, but then this time, like, look at it. Last time the NTK got 11.2%.
In Lok Sabha,
it increased to 14.9%, which is quite a significant achievement for a party that is rooted in Tamil nationalism and contests alone.
Yeah.
Right. So Seeman is giving a tough fight. So it's a very prestigious fight, I would say. The star candidate, of course, is Seeman, but then a truly four-cornered contest.
Seeman hails from this area, even though in 2016 he contested on Kadalur and 2020 he contested on Tiruvuttur. And this is the time, I think his hometown, Paramakudi, which is a reserved constituency, so he opted to, contest from the neighboring Karaikudi area.
When there are multi-corner contests, yes, even the state level, it's always been advantages to DMK. Let us see here, because, and also Mr. Karthik Chidambaram and P. Chidambaram says they cannot themselves to campaign this constituency aggressively. So we have to see that how the campaign is helping them.
But whatever it is, I think the victory margin will be very narrow for whichever candidate wins. And then, I think somebody with about 30% might win. Right? 26, 27% also might win, you never know. Right? Depending on how much the others poll, but it's a very tough contest.
Even in 2001, when the BJP aligned with DMK, H. Raja
has won, because when he was part of the DMK alliance, I think.
Tirupattur,
right. Yeah. So we need to keep in mind that this Tirupattur is different from the Tirupattur that you have
near Tirunelveli.
near Tirunelveli.
Even in that case of Attur, there are two Atturs, one in Salem and another one in Dindigul.
That's right. So they have similar names, but this is the assembly constituency. Very agriculture, known for traditional rural temple festivals.
Yeah.
So here again, the DMK has won last time, maintained, although its vote share has reduced.
Yeah.
But NTK has more than doubled.
Yeah.
Right.
Because so Tirupattur, you see, it is represented by the sitting minister.
And also, historically, it is the place where Maradu brothers were hanged.
Yeah.
It's DMK has fielded
K.R. Periyagarapan. He won quite a number of times, 2-3 times, I think.
But the candidate who was giving him competition is also Tirumara.
K.C. Tirumara.
Right? Again, not a BJP candidate.
South Indian Forward Bloc founder.
Yes, Forward Bloc founder, but who was contesting on the BJP symbol. I think the seat has been altered within the BJP quota.
Within the BJP quota of 27 seats.
Right, and TVK you have Srinivasa Setupati and NTK Ramya Mohan.
And then the next constituency is Sivaganga, which is the headquarters, revenue district headquarters.
So you speak about Rani Velu Nachiyar, who the TVK says is one of its ideological icons. Right, and then linked to the legacy of the Maradu brothers. Yeah, of course, because of the overall Sivaganga constituency. But DMK lost. Last time the ADMK had won here.
Yeah.
Right.
So ADMK is, if you see PR Sendilnathan, he is the incumbent MLA. PR Sendilnathan was elected in 2014 Lok Sabha election from this constituency when H. Raja, Karthik Chidambaram, all those contested.
Yes, when there was a four-cornered contest.
Yeah, it was four-cornered.
Because the Karna is dependent only on his caste influence. He tried to win the community of the Mukkulatu to win politically. Even though he is a DMK candidate, he is fully dependent on the support of a particular community, because he is openly identified himself with a community.
So Karnas is the film comedian and singer, right, who runs his own outfit called the Mukkulatoor Pulipadai. So again, a caste outfit, he runs a caste outfit. And incidentally, he had won an election previously on the ADMK.
Because ADMK all of a sudden, when Sasigala was with the ADMK, so the Mukkulatoor community to a large extent identified themselves with the ADMK, and Karnas being a member of the community, it helped him. Now he is contesting part of the DMK alliance. Let us see how it is going to work. Now because ADMK, all the various factions have come together, and it will certainly going to play a role in this election, even though it's a very, very, very minuscule level, I think. But let us see. Because
actually, the ADMK alliance is stronger compared to 2021, because in 2021, the ADMK did not have TTV Thanakaran's AMMK with them. Of course, they had O Pannirselvam was part of them.
All the factions are.
Yes, but what happened in 2021, interestingly, is I saw the CSTS Lokniti survey, post-poll survey. So they said that out of the Mukkulatoor roads, only 2 in 10 persons voted for the DMK alliance.
Oh, right.
So, the ADMK had managed to consolidate even then. Now with the addition of TTV Dinakar, it might be even more stronger. Although you have the Shashikala factor where she is fielding candidates in certain constituencies.
Yeah.
So we don't know how. I mean, she is still an untested force, independently speaking. But otherwise, Karuna's. The other thing I want to ask Kolapan is Karuna's. Now the DMK has formed an alliance with several such one-man outfits,
Yeah.
right? Letterhead outfits or one-man outfit. Karuna's, we saw Selva Kumar. Okay, they will benefit from the DMK alliance. But does the DMK stand any chance of any vote transfer from them meaningfully in any of the places?
Yeah. That is true.
spillover.
That is what happened in 2001. You remember?
Yes.
No, there are quite a lot of
Caste-based.
caste-based organization masquerading as political parties. Like, no, even I will not get Dalit outfits. We cannot technically term as caste outfits. Everybody, Dr. Krishnasamy from CAC Shanmugam and some Uttarayar party, Makkal Tamil Desam, Kupa Krishnan party, all these parties formed political,
With the
acted as a, and we thought it is going to be a
Social
it's engineering, and that is what actually led to a difference of opinion between
Maran
Mr.
and
Stalin and Maran. Maran even went to the extent of
Senior
Murasali Maran even went to the extent of saying that I am quitting
Politics.
active politics. Unfortunately, whatever Mr. Maran said proved to be right at the time, because Congress, DMK, despite the fact that it's giving the relatively good government after
Yes,
it came in
96,
trouble from 96 to 2000, very good government. And the way Jayalalitha recovered the crown quickly is surprised everyone.
That also proves the other thing, the ADMK in 2001 had a very strong alliance with the PMK, with the Congress, Tamil Manila Congress. So
Politically, that is why I am saying real political parties matters. The caste organization masquerading as political parties failed to cut ties with the people. That in 2001 clearly proved, and you remember this, the parties that actually become part of the DMK alliance gradually disappeared from the scene.
in fact, Makkal Tamil Desam merged with ADMK first, and then
That is how Kannappan, the minister in the DMK government, he was running a political Makkal Tamil Desam. Even Kupa Krishnan is part of he joined TVK.
Contesting from Lalgudi.
I think AC Shanmugam is with
BJP now. So interestingly, you can see Nam Tamil is also
Very
quite a good
significant,
percentage.
16.9%.
In this, especially in the Sivaganga district.
Mana Madurai, So
Mana
known for
Madurai, if
the-
you remember, it is a reserved constituency, I think.
Because CPI candidates, it is elected 2 times.
Keeladi is,
Yeah, Keeladi is in Mana Madurai Assembly. So interestingly, it's one of the very, very significant archaeological site in Tamil Nadu, both in terms of culture and in terms of politics. Keeladi is very, very important.
The state versus center,
Yeah.
Tamil culture versus New Delhi, that's all, centering around Keeladi.
Yeah.
The DMK government opened a museum there, which has become a hit, I'm told.
Yeah.
Right, a lot of people are thronging there, and then they say Tamil culture starts, Keeladi dates back.
Yeah.
Right, so
No,
that's all
even Mana Madurai is in Carnatic music. This plays a major role. No, the people who are playing Katam is being made only.
so
from
no
that
doubt
area.
it's a clay-based industry,
Yeah.
pottery and tiles.
Yeah,
Yes.
because from it is made from all the great musicians. They get it from, and the women who is making actually won the central government award.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. And former Tamilarisi Ravi Kumar, who was the former minister, I think she was given,
again contesting.
once again contesting from there. And Ponvi
She is a sitting MLA.
sitting MLA as well. In earlier also she had won. Last time she was not made the minister, and earlier she was in Karunanidhi government.
It was represented by the CPI candidate. I am not able to remember his name, but he is a good speaker in the assembly.
Oh, right. And
Basically, this is a reserved constituency, so that the viewers have to keep in mind.
and Ponvi Balaba Ganapati is from BJP. Last time he contested in Tiruvallur, remember? He was
Yes.
I think he's from this region, and he was parachuted to Tiruvallur. Melur, which is
Melur.
very, very important for this issue.
Aritapatti, where there were quite a
Mining
few
issue.
environmental issue, and then that's also one of the first bioheritage sites,
sites.
right?
Yeah,
So
in
that's-
Tamil Nadu.
Yes, it's in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Right. So it has a rural-urban transition.
It's a basically an outer part of Madurai if you
Yes.
proceed to.
Madurai is in most of the gradually urbanized, and is one of the area is very quickly urbanized.
So I think this is one protest, the tungsten mining,
Yeah.
where the BJP also realized that they need to step in, and it was
Yeah.
Annamalai also
Yeah,
wanted
who went
to
there,
convey that it is a center which withdrew because of local opposition,
Yeah.
and the project was dropped very soon, even before they could start basic work on it.
And historically, Melur had elected a lot of AIDMK candidates.
Yeah, that's seen the huge difference. See?
Yeah, consecutively they have elected AIDMK candidates.
Even in the Lok Sabha, if you add ADMK plus NDA,
yeah,
so the DMK will still fall short.
Periyapulan had won 2-3 elections from there, I think. Yeah. And this was one constituency where Congress has not fielded, and lately, after some point of time, they.
This is the last minute change.
No, that's
Who is Vishwanathan, sir? I think he's.
No, he is a former MP from the Kanjipuram.
And one interesting thing, thanks for reminding me.
He's a bank employee. He is a bank employee.
Yes.
And he was not able to win subsequently, and he is not seen in politics. Suddenly, his name was mentioned, and he is fielded in.
But Melur is not a reserved constituency.
That's what I'm saying. So this is perhaps the only constituency in this election where a scheduled caste community member has been fielded in a general constituency.
Oh, right.
Right. So that is the big thing, because we had very few such cases.
Yeah.
Like for instance, the CPIM. Bhim Rao
from Madurai.
He was fielded from a general constituency, Madurai, and won. So they're very.
Jayalalitha has done it. No, he fielded Dalit Elman in Tiruchi constituency.
Lok Sabha.
Yeah, the Lok Sabha constituency.
That is greatly because of the charisma of the leader, where all other consideration took a back seat.
Yeah.
And challenge. Even used to say proudly that I made a Dalit candidates win from general constituency. That's
close to Madurai now. Yeah, it is Madurai East.
Madurai East, right? So DMK won here, but then this is part of the core. Madurai is basically temple town.
Yeah.
Very famous for the Meenakshi Amman temple.
Yeah.
You also have the Teppakulam.
Yeah.
Right, you have Teppakulam, and then there are other famous temples located in and around Madurai.
Yeah.
Basically rooted in culture. And Madurai, although it's a city, proper corporation, when you visit Madurai, you don't get the feel of being in a city. You still have that feeling of being somewhere between a village and a town.
Yeah.
And then hardly you get to see the city there.
Yeah, large village with urban amenities.
Yes, urban amenities.
Even people, the way they think, the culture, everything is remind you of it's a village. Though it is a town, the people are very you can see the very rustic charm. It's there. You can everywhere in Madurai, you can see even the heart of the city. You can see a city man with a heart of a
village guy. And then also very famous for its Tamil Sangam roots.
Tamil Sangam
roots. So that is one key thing about Madurai.
And also they speak the language. That's a very quite like Chennai. Chennai also, because of the migration of the people from all over the state. Chennai Bhasha has taken a backseat, but here still people are speaking the local
very native dialect. So you feel that you are in actually the heart of Tamil Nadu kind of a thing. Politically also speaking, if you look at Madurai, MGR's first conference after he was expelled was in Madurai.
Yeah.
Right. He had Madurai Muthu was one of the prominent leaders from the DMK who later switched on. So that way it has a political significance. And then people here love cinema.
Yeah.
Right. Love cinema. And then it's also known as the Tunga Nagaram at one point. I don't know if that characterization fits it now.
Even now, roadside eateries, if you want to eat good idli, Mallipu idli, dosa, any time you can go to Madurai. It's a boiling pot of cultures.
So Madurai
Malli is also famous.
Yeah. Madurai Malli.
Madurai Malli. Nadas, Mukkulatu, everybody is there.
Agglomeration.
Yes. Agglomeration. The food is good. Particularly, I hear that non-veg food is good. Although I don't.
Curry dosa.
But then I've heard about curry dosa being very famous at Konar Mess.
Yeah.
But who are the candidates?
Now, I think it was recently carved out of the post delimitation, and Commercial Taxes Minister Mr. Murthy has been winning quite 2-3 times. In this
one of the most resourcul
ministers. Very influential in Madurai. And per se, Madurai, if you take, it is represented equally both by the DMK and AIDMK. You have Mangalam K. Mahendran in ADMK and TVK Karthikeyan and NTK Selvam. And Madurai is one, it falls under Madurai parliamentary constituency. Again, it is represented by CPM for the second time. Writer Su
Once upon a time, Madurai was also famous for MK Alagri, Karunanidhi's elder son, second son.
He was
2000.
the of the party South
region, but no longer he has that influence.
Yeah,
in the
2009 he won here and he went on to become the
He
minister.
was the supporter of Alagiri before switching his loyalty to Mr. Stalin.
Yeah, so most of his supporters have moved towards Stalin. Very recently, one of his, 2 or 3 of his former supporters
Mannan,
joined. They joined the AIDMK. Yeah, so in fact, 2011, I remember Jayalalitha started a campaign in Madurai, you know, and drew a large crowd where she named Alagri's supporters and said that, you know, when I come to power, I'll have them arrested. And of course, that happened at one point of time.
The next assembly is Madurai North. You know, recently, it was in the news recently, very recently for the political controversy because, you know, the sitting MLA Ko Talabadi and Manikam Tagore, they are part of one assembly and they locked horns to, you know, gain this seat. Who will be either Congress or DMK will be getting this seat. And the famous Martathavani bus stand, I remember correctly, and this falls under it's in Madurai North constituency. The last time Talabadi won the election. Again, the DMK has fielded him. And Dr. P. Saravanan, can you tell some interesting things about that?
Yeah, you know, only he will remember which all parties he has been there. Right, Dr. Saravanan.
He was in BJP.
Last time. He was in the BJP, he was in the MDMK.
He was in the DMK.
Right, DMK. Yeah. Then, you know, now with the AIDMK, so he has been switching
very resourceful in that terms, I think, you know.
Yes, very easily he could change, you know, political parties.
And within short
but
time,
he changed constituencies. He was in Thiruvananthapuram.
And then you have Kallanai from TVK and NTK Tirunagari.
So Madurai South,
right? Proper urban constituency, right? Working class neighborhood.
The ND has scored a good.
It's far greater than the DMK's thing in the
because you know the known face Rama Srinivasan, he contested from Madurai then, and if you see Bhuminathan, who's an MDMK, he is an incumbent MLA. Pudur Bhuminathan is referred to, and Rama Srinivasan is again contested.
There is a substantial population of Saurashtra.
So now this time he will face tough competition because Rama Srinivasan is one of the articulate members of the BJP. You know, if you notice, quite a few BJP people, they just, you know, speak. You know, they try to confront you, but then this is one person who actually is very articulate, places his views very in a manner that reaches a common man. Right. So that is his advantage. So,
sir, and recently when he, you know, filed his nominations, as sir had mentioned about Saurashtra.
Saurashtra, like he mentioned Saurashtra. So when you speak about Saurashtra, one of the famous Saurashtra sons in Tamil Nadu who became popular was the famous singer TMS.
TM Soundarajan.
Right, TM Soundarajan. Who would, I mean, Kolapan, can you tell us about uniqueness of TM Soundarajan?
He is the voice of the two major actors of Tamil Nadu, no? Shivaji Ganesan and MGR. His voice perfectly suited.
And
the two great.
He had a very distinct.
Distinct. But he said, no, for Shivaji, he used to say, I have to sing from my stomach. For MGR, I have to from the throat. And also his voice suited the actors of his period, like, you know, even Sivakumar. Of course, for PB Srinivas suited better Gemini Ganesan. But he was politically somebody gained immensely from his voice is MGR. Yes, his voice suited all his popular songs with high pitch sound. No, that's politically that it's somebody made use of a voice. It is MGR, and that credit should go to TM Soundarajan. It's a Saurashtra.
For a Saurashtra man to come here and then, you know, become popular as a playback singer with perfect diction in Tamil, it's amazing. Saurashtra also, you know, if you go to Madurai, some of the Saurashtra food will be good, especially the sweets and all. So what you get on the street sides, you know, so they are very tasty. You go in the evening times, you get them. Saurashtra weddings are also very fascinating. You know, I went for a colleague's wedding once, and then we attended the wedding. And after that, normally immediately after the wedding, you look for the dining hall. So they said, sir, not here. We'll have to go to the opposite hall. So I said, why? They said, Saurashtra, the groom side, you know, will have a separate feast. So all the invitees of the groom side will go to one wedding hall. All the invitees of the bride side will go to the other wedding hall. So that is how they offer.
A very distinct culture.
Very distinct.
Viewers,
right?
Viewers.
So here, this time what happened is when the BJP candidate filed his nomination, the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis landed here to accompany him. You know, this is also this BJP's larger thing of connecting the Tamils with the rest of India. So
Yeah.
the Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam,
Sangamam, they have,
right? They organized in which Mr. Rama Srinivasan has also played a very active role.
You know, there are also Saurashtra films. Will you believe it? Films, because though it doesn't have a script, there are films made in Saurashtra. Yeah. And also, no, for culturally, they become, they merged themselves with Tamil. For Tyagaraja Swami's famous disciple is Valajapat Venkatramana Bhagavatar, he is a Saurashtra Brahmin. And but for him, you would not have got the biographical details of the, and in music, Venkatramana Bhagavatar school is different. No, the Tyagaraja disciples, he actually kept a lot of kirtanas and later published, and biography he had it. So it was even said some of the belongings Tyagaraja handed it over to him and he took it to Madurai, and all these possessions are being preserved in Madurai. Is a Saurashtra.
Very interesting, very interesting. So Fadnavis actually triggered a controversy when he said that when our candidate wins here, Madurai will get a metro rail project, right?
exactly.
So basically speaking of a double engine Sarkar. But the fact is that the centre had rejected the Madurai metro
Based
rail
on
and the
population.
Coimbatore metro rail DPR, citing that they did not qualify in the population parameter.
Yeah.
So Stalin has made it a big issue. We'll have to see how it reflects on the ground.
It is Madurai Central where
Madurai
the Meenakshi
Central,
Amman temple is
right.
located, very culturally very vibrant
Yes,
place.
yes.
It is the commercial, center for Madurai, and Madurai Central in the past, Palanivel Rajan, PTR Palanivel Rajan had represented, and
The
he
former
went on-
speaker.
former speaker. He was briefly HRNC minister, and he even passed away soon after swearing in, if I remember
Yes,
correct.
yes,
Yeah.
soon after swearing.
And who's
He was
representing?
on his way to Madurai. He died in the train.
Right.
Yeah.
So one good thing about this Meenakshi Amman temple is, it has its architecture is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant. You have the 4 towers
Yeah.
that look almost similar.
Yeah.
And then one common mistake that people make is when they see the Tamil Nadu flag,
Yeah.
the state flag,
Emblem, yeah.
right? The emblem, state emblem. Many of them think that it is a Sriviliputtur temple that has been represented there.
Yeah.
Actually, it is not.
No, it is the Sriviliputtur temple that is represented.
No, it is not the Sriviliputtur temple. It is actually one of the towers
Oh,
of the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple
okay.
that is represented. That has been the inspiration for it.
We have written about
Yeah.
it in Tamil Nadu.
We have written about it in our Tamil Nadu in focus.
Oh, even now I
Yes,
think that it
yes.
is
So
a
that's what I
Sriviliputtur
said.
temple.
Many people think it's the Sriviliputtur temple
Oh,
that is
very interesting,
represented in the emblem,
it's a
but
new
it is not
information.
that temple. It is the one of the towers, if I'm right, West Towers or something, of the Meenakshi Amman temple that's represented there. In fact, I would urge our viewers to go through our archives and then read that particular interesting story from the InFocus. So that is about Madurai.
Can you throw us, the two important contestants?
Yes.
Throw some light, because the AIADMK has given this seat to Pudiya Needhi Katchi, New Justice Party
Yes.
of A.C. Shanmugam,
Yes.
and he has fielded
Yes.
Sundar C.
So Palanivel Tyaga Rajan, that's his name. People call him PTR, but that is not his initial. It is Palanivel Tyaga Rajan.
But contrary to the popular perception that he will not contest in the election and he will retire from the politics because of the difference of opinion within the party, still he is contesting there, and one of his assets.
Yeah, he is an articulate voice of the DMK, done well as finance minister, right? Basically, he, I think, wanted to control the finances tightly because knowing the debt situation of the state, he did not want to loosen the purse that easily.
Yeah.
Of course, now he is the IT minister.
Yeah.
But one of the most articulate voices when it comes to issues like the two-language policy of the state, or even on delimitation, that's currently a controversy. He is a very articulate, forthright. Only thing is, he is a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
But it would have been a cakewalk for him, this constituency. But the entry of Sundar C is a Tamil film director.
Yeah.
For many of them will be surprised to know that he was the director of Anbe Sivam.
Yeah, and based
Kamal
on
Hassan's and
movie,
Madhavan's
and Arunachalam, there are a
fantastic
lot of
movie.
movies.
Arunachalam, of course, most of them were commercial,
Commercial.
blockbusters, including the one on the
Talainagaram.
Talainagaram.
That introduced Vadivel's greatest comedy sequence, Naisegar.
That was that. And also one of the famous comedy movie, I don't know, Masala Cafe or something, Kalagalappu.
Kalagalappu is
Right,
from
director.
yeah, it is based
He
in
is also wife of
Husband
of
of,
actors
yeah.
too.
Kushbu Sundar,
Husband
who
of-
is in the
husband.
BJP actor, is his wife. But, Sundar C does not belong to the AIDMK. Nobody knows when he joined the New Justice
New
Party
Justice
or
Party,
the, Pudiya Needhi Katchi.
They must
headed by
have
A.C.
taken into
Shanmugam.
consideration his community because there are Vellalas in this.
So he has been fielded here. But what has happened is after Sundar C entered the race, He has highlighted common man's problems, right? About the roads being bad, about sewage overflowing,
Yeah.
directly attacking Mr. Pallivel Tyagarajan for it. And Mr. Pallivel Tyagarajan has been speaking on nuances, saying that, it's not the job of a MLA to, take care of the roads. That's the job of the councillor. Technically, he may be right.
Yeah.
But in
But for a
popular
mass,
version,
yeah, I
for the
don't-
mass,
yeah.
what are you an MLA for?
Yeah.
So he has completely changed the whole thing. But I still think PTR has an edge. But
yeah.
that discussion has turned around. In fact, I can see that Mr.
He is
PTR in
able
some
to
places
change the
is-
narrative,
Yeah.
he
that's
has changed the narrative, exactly, right? So therefore, the other candidates have gone to the background.
Yeah.
The fight seems to be between Mr. PTR and Sundar C.
Yeah. It's a historic constituency, Madurai West.
Madurai West.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So
It's a-
Madurai West is a constituency which even MGR represented once, 1980, if I'm right.
yeah.
Right, 1980. Also represented by film actor S.S. Rajendran at one point.
Oh,
right,
right.
Madurai
Oh,
West.
very
So
interesting.
that's
And I
the-
think communist leader Sankaraya is elected from this constituency. I think.
Yeah.
Madurai West.
Yes.
Yes,
Sankaraya,
Sankaraya, that's
twice or
right.
thrice
Yes.
he was
Yeah.
elected.
Yeah.
And
And one election he was defeated by S.R. Radha. One
yes,
by-election he lost.
he lost. And then in the last 3 elections, former Minister Sellur Raju has
Sellur
been.
Raju. Sellur
winning.
Raju, like you mentioned about the Madurai people, no?
Yeah.
Quite
Very
rustic,
casual,
very
yeah.
casual. It's very unfortunate, that he became famous with the thermocol,
Yeah.
right? Where they tried to place thermocol on.
But actually
Vaigai.
everybody ridiculed. But there are in countries I have seen, people are
Some form of the
will-
other to
yeah,
cover
so-
the
see,
evaporation.
floating a small rubber plastic balls,
Yes.
covering the
Lake,
dams,
or dams.
to prevent the evaporation of
Evaporation.
water. I mean, in the beginning he was ridiculed like anything.
Yes.
But yes, somebody must have told him.
No,
Otherwise he
he
would not. Yeah.
actually he said that I'm being blamed as being thermocol rich. So what happened is this. One fine day they said we are going to put thermocol sheets on the Vaigai Dam to
Yeah.
prevent evaporation, and then within minutes of it being placed,
Yeah, it-
winds blew them away.
Yeah.
So they started calling him thermocol scientist Raju. He said that I acted on the instruction of officials. The officials did not get the flag, but I got the
Because
flag.
when one side.
So interestingly, in the assembly, I just want to share that once he rose up, whenever he is in the assembly, there will be a lot of people will be whenever he stands up to raise a
Speak.
question, speak, and then there will be a laughter. Once he stood up and asked, Madurai is, there is no entertainment in Madurai. Can you arrange something? And then immediately Tangam Tenar's minister, he stood up and said, the best entertainment for Madurai is Mr. Sellur Raju.
Like,
Very interesting. And then Sholavandan, it is also part of Madurai district and the outer part
Reserved
of Madurai,
constituency,
reserved constituency.
but famous for Alanganallur.
Alanganallur and even Palamedu falls under this.
So what is Alanganallur and Palamedu?
No, these are the two places, or Jallikattu,
Yeah,
the
it's
famous
very
Alanganallur Jallikattu, Pelamedu Jallikattu. So, the ADMK government has the receiving end when there was a ban on
bulls as performing animals.
And so finally, the government headed by Mr. O. Pannirselvam is able to
Yes.
get an order in favor of. There was a famous Marina protest in favor of. So, Cholavandan is a lot of things we don't know. No. The great singer T.R. Mahalingam is from this place.
T.R. Mahalingam.
T.R. Mahalingam is Cholavandan man. And the recent times it was in news because Subramania Swami contested from this constituency. He used to say it is my native place.
When it was a general constituency.
When it was general constituency. Post delimitation, it became a reserved constituency, I think. And you have A. Venkatesan, who is a sitting MLA, is contesting, K. Manikam of the AADMK. And Cholavandan has elected AADMK MLAs as well. And we have M.V. Karupaya and NTK, we have Nagalakshmi.
Yes,
Thirumaran. Yeah, I think Cholavandan, as we proceed towards the west, it falls under, Theni parliamentary segment. Yeah, now represented by DMK's Thanga Tamil Selvan. And Usilambatti, again, it is the last, westernmost part of Madurai district.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, famous for Jallikattu, famous for that song Uslampatti Penkutti, the film Gentleman.
Uslampatti Sandaila, there are
Uslampatti Sandaile, yes.
Yeah, there are a lot.
But very narrow margin, 33% and 30%.
Yeah.
But then there seems to be
Because Usalambatti, Antipatti is all owns very strong ADMK belt since the days of MGR.
candidate Saravana Kumar
of the Congress is contesting this time. They have given it to Congress because it was widely expected that the person who was with the OPS for a long time, even though Manoj Pandian, Vaithilingam all shifted to the DMK, and Mr. Ayyappan, who represented Usilampatti on behalf of the ADMK in 2021, he was with OPS, and he joined the DMK, and unfortunately he was not given ticket, and then now he was accommodated by Sashikala, I think. P. Ayyappan from Usilampatti, and I Mahendran M. Vijay and Abhirami Dhanapal.
Andipatti, right? A constituency that has elected 2 chief ministers. A constituency that defeated 1 chief minister.
Oh, right.
Right. So Andipatti is where MGR won while he was in a hospital bed in New York.
Oh.
Right. From the
Brooklyn
1984, 1984. Right. So MGR won from here while he was in the hospital bed. And then after his death, his wife Janaki MGR became chief minister before the government was dismissed. And she contested here in the 89 election on behalf of the AIDMK Janaki faction, but she was defeated from Andipatti.
Oh, right.
This was also one of the constituencies that elected S.S. Rajendran, film actor.
Okay.
Right. And incidentally, S.S. Rajendran was the first film actor in the world to be elected to the assembly.
Yeah,
right.
I think it was in 1962, but it was from Teni.
From Teni constituency. So SSR had won. He is known as SSR. So many people think it was MGR, but it was actually SSR who was
Which
the first
party,
actor.
sir?
On behalf of the DMK at that point. And then subsequently he was also with the AIDMK.
Okay.
So that is SSR's legacy. He had won here once.
Yeah.
And then, when I speak about the another chief minister, Jayalalitha.
Jayalalitha is contested.
So Jayalalitha, what happened is in 2001, she filed nominations from 4 constituencies.
Oh.
Whereas a candidate can file nomination only from 2 seats. So she filed it deliberately because at that time she also had a conviction in a corruption case. So this overshadowed that disqualification. But the ADMK won the 2001 elections and then she was sworn in chief minister. Supreme Court subsequently unseated her because of a disqualification on account of a conviction in the corruption case. Later she
got Mr. Thangal Tamilselvan.
And then Tanga Tamilselvan, who was the candidate here, resigned. She contested in a bypoll.
Was an MLA there.
Yes, Andipatti. So one of the famous slogan of the ADMK then was, elect Jayalalitha from Andipatti, we will convert Andipatti into Arasipatti.
Oh.
I still don't know if it has been converted to Arasipatti, but then it had elected Jayalalitha a chief minister. Right, so that is a a famous thing about this question.
Can you put some perspective? Can you both of them put some perspective on these 2 candidates? What interesting between these 2, Maharajan and Lohirajan?
They are brothers.
Okay. Oh.
They are brothers contesting from 2.
Yeah.
Political
Even in 2019, 2021 also the same contest was there.
Same contest, Maharajan has been winning.
Maharajan is winning. Yeah. Right. Again, it is very rare to see brothers contesting from same constituency.
Same constituency. Rare to see a constituency that elected MGR, that elected Jayalalitha, elect somebody from the DMK.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Next is Periyakulam. It's a
right.
reserved constituency.
Now a reserved constituency.
Before it was not
the
reserved.
General constituency, right? This is known as the gateway to the Kodaikanal Hills from that side.
Yeah.
Right, and mango cultivation and all those things.
He's also associated with Mr. O. Pannirselvam, Periyakulam.
Yes, formerly
he was elected from here.
Elected from Periyakulam when it was a general constituency.
Even Periyakulam, we had a before delimitation, we had a Lok Sabha segment. Now it is Teni. Earlier it was Periyakulam, I think.
Yes.
And can you notice? Here again the T.T. Vidyanagaran's name was 31% because T.T. Vidyanagaran contested last election as a part of NDA.
As part of this AMK candidate contesting on behalf of the BJP-led NDA alliance, right? And then he managed to get push the
ADMK. Yeah.
So this was one of the Lok Sabha seats where the ADMK forfeited its deposit.
Oh, right.
So for the first time in the history of the ADMK, the party forfeited deposits in 7 Lok Sabha seats in 2024. This was one of them. Because to get deposit, you had to get more than 16% votes, but they managed just 11.8.
And now we have, this has been given to Vidudalai Sirthaigal.
Vidudalai Sirthaigal, right? So I think down south, this is the time that they're contesting there.
They are contesting. Madurai is the region where, as we discussed earlier, Vidudalai Sirthaigal had
the party was
roots.
born there, but then, they had moved towards north and consolidated themselves in the north and the central region. So this time they're trying in their own original...
Like here.
Original origins.
Yeah, Kadir Gamu is a former MLA from AIDMK and moved to AMMK now. And we have G. Sabari and Vimala.
From most of the constituency we saw is that the NTK's vote share had actually progressed.
Yeah.
But here, it's declined. I think it should be because of
the tight because Dinagaran and his disciple, so-called disciple, Tanga Tamilselvan contested from there. Bodi Nayakanur,
Body, yeah, again, very famous, right?
Yeah, cardamom cultivation.
Cardamom cultivation, Western Ghats,
Yeah.
and O. Pannirselvam, right? O. Pannirselvam is contesting from here, right? A person who got his identity from the AIDMK, who became popular as the chief minister, who would keep the office, who would be the I mean, basically hold the office till Jayalalitha
Like
would come back.
like he is like Naval Nadinjalian.
Yes.
Whenever there is he is a chief minister in waiting. No?
Yes. Yes.
Whenever there is a gap, he
Gap.
will go and fill.
Fill
And
temporarily.
after that man, O. Pannirselvam become.
Yes.
He
So,
took that role.
what is his profile, sir? Basically, I have never seen any, former chief ministers moving to a
Yes.
completely a rival party.
You're right, because his beginnings were very humble.
He was running a tea stall.
Rossi tea stall, right, in his home district of Teni. And then, he was with the AIDMK Janaki faction,
Oh,
right, were doing the split. And then subsequently moved to the unified AIDMK. At one point, he was the chairman of the local municipality there, right? And then, he came in contact with TTV Dinakaran when he was fielded as the AIDMK candidate in the Periykulam Lok Sabha seat.
Okay.
And he won the confidence of TTV Dinakaran. In 2001, when the Supreme Court unseated Jayalalitha, she wanted a trusted person to hand over charge.
Okay.
Dinakaran was the one who identified OPS.
But
in fact,
Jayalalitha surprised everyone by electing.
Yes, I remember because, that day when Jayalalitha was unseated, September 21st, 2001,
wow.
Right, there was a lot of speculation on who will be the chief minister. And we were waiting outside Poyas Garden. A lot of people were coming in, right? And then somebody spots OPS, and most of them did not even know that he was a revenue minister, because he was a first time MLA, first time minister. They were not very familiar with him.
Were there any, tall faces like Ponnayan or Kalimuthu part of?
They were part of AIDMK. Ponnayan was there, Kalimuthu was the speaker, but then none of them was in the race.
Okay.
So evening, Jayalalitha had a press conference at the AIDMK office, right, where he was standing next to her, and she introduced that he is going to be the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, and everybody was stunned. And after the announcement, as she was heading for Raj Bhavan, AIDMK was, O. Pannirselvam was actually caught in the crowd. Nobody really noticed it, right? And then after being sworn in, he fell at her feet. He became chief minister for the first time. And then second time again in 2014, when Jayalalitha was convicted in the corruption case and sent to a jail in Bengaluru, again OPS became the chief minister. Third time after her death in 2016, he assumed charge as chief minister. Then he rebelled against Sasikala. He launched what he called the Dharma Yuddham. And while he was holding the Dharma Yuddham, he actually went and met TTV Dinakaran, right? After that, he joined the AIDMK, became the deputy chief minister. First time a chief minister becoming a deputy CM.
Yeah.
And then later
was he the party coordinator also?
He was the AIDMK coordinator, right? And then subsequently he wanted to rebel against Edappadi Palaniswamy, failed in that. And after all that, he joined the DMK.
What happened in 2024 Lok Sabha election?
2024, he contested as an independent from Ramanathapuram constituency.
In BJP's ticket.
But he polled substantially, but failed to win.
But, this is the first time a chief minister from a party, a leader of a political party, he was a chief of that party, AIDMK coordinator, that is the top post, right? From there, he has joined the DMK, and now the deputy chief minister of Tamil Nadu, Udayanidhi Stalin, is campaigning for him, right? So that is the fate. So I don't know what. See, it's very.
But no, he would have. I don't think he would be the last person to join the DMK, but he was actually pushed out because.
Expelled from the
If
AIDMK.
Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy has been little accommodating, he would have joined the DMK.
But I think he should have known his strength. His strength should not be in rebelling. His strength is in being the number 2 or being the number 3. I think he should have stuck to that.
He doesn't have a support base of his own. No, he is handpicked by Sasikala as a trusted man at the time. But he should not have assumed that it alone would make him a great leader.
Also within the AIDMK, he was known to be more friendly towards the BJP.
Yeah.
Right. So he was known as the BJP's man in the AIDMK. So that does not, really do credit to the whole thing.
But still, anyway, it's a very popular pace.
Yes,
even VT Narayanasamy, who I think he contested on behalf of the AIDMK in Lok Sabha, and he's also a known local face. And we have S. Prakash.
It's a very interesting fight.
It's a very interesting. And we are moving to the westernmost part of this
very
zone.
Pleasant geographical region.
excellent.
Scenic, right, on the way to Kerala,
Yeah.
right? This is how you go to Kerala from Kambam.
There is a
So
Kannagi
Kambam
temple also, people
Oh,
go there,
I see.
through
Kannagi Temple.
Kannagi temple in
On the way
Western
to
Ghats.
I see.
Yeah.
So known for its, grapeyards, vineyards, vegetables, waterfalls.
Yeah, so
Now it is Kambam Ramakrishnan. No,
Kambam Ramakrishnan, I think, sir, was he part of briefly with the
no, he
MDMK?
was Vaikobal Sami is one of the trusted leader before joining the DMK, and he won twice from.
Already on twice.
Even Jakkain is quite a known face.
STK Jakain had a ADMK, if he was
Yes.
formerly elected as an ADMK MLA from here. And even you have seen Jagannath Mishra. Jagannath Mishra now is a TVK candidate. And earlier, he proudly claimed that, I'm for the caste. And
Yes.
usually people, in public at least, they
Yes.
denounce, no, I'm a very secular person, I don't subscribe to caste.
Yes.
But he proclaimed that, he's for the caste.
So basically, just like we were speaking about the DMK taking people from the ADMK and then
Yeah.
fielding them as candidate, TVK has also done that. I think more than 100 candidates belong to some other party.
Some other party.
One of them was Jagannath Mishra.
And he runs his own outfit.
Yes, outfit, and then he joins here, and then they give him a seat.
Yeah.
Right.
And we are moving since why we jumped from here to here, just to give a perspective. There is a shift in the parliamentary constituency. We are just moving towards south. Thiruparangundram is the first constituency in Virudhunagar parliamentary constituency. So Thiruparangundram again.
Thiruparangundram, a very
Hotbed.
holy town, hotbed. So Thiruparangundram basically is the first abode of Lord Muruga, right? It's one of the first abode of Lord Muruga, who is known as Kartikeya up north. Right.
But it's even before that it's a reference in Sankam poetry and all. Is the ancient place, very ancient place.
Yes. So very unique thing, because you have on the foothills you have the Thiruparangundram temple. Then you go up middle, there's a Uchipalaya temple, and then you have the Ahulya Dargah, right?
Sikandar
Dargah, Ahulya Sikandar Ahulya Dargah, right? So that is there. So people have been living in peace. In fact, in Madurai, if you go down, you interact with people. The Muslims and the Hindus live more like as if they belong to the same family. The usual adherence is also like mama, macha, that's how they speak, which is like seeing them as one of the family. And now, Thiruparangundram is in the news, national news, in fact, because of the Deepam controversy. So usually for the Kartikeya Deepam, they light a lamp on the hills. But this time, Justice Swaminathan, hearing a petition, ordered that it should be lit at a different place called which he identified as Deebatun. The state government defied it. There's a contempt case. It's still under legal dispute. In fact, very recently, the Madurai division bench gave an order on this. The BJP wanted to take it up as a key issue, but the AIDMK has not given them the seat here.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing. So
it was widely expected that these kind of areas will be given to the BJP, so that
Saravanan
once contested in this constituency as a BJP candidate. And another thing is, Madurai MP Su Venkatesan has also contested from this constituency.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. And now Thiruparangundram is represented by AIDMK strongman, who was also the AIDMK mayor, if I remember, and is V.V. Rajan Challappa.
Rajan Challappa, that's right. Former mayor.
And can you tell something about the TVK candidate, sir?
Yes, TVK candidate, I would prefer you to tell, because Nirmal Kumar.
CTR Nirmal Kumar, who is now the Joint General Secretary. Earlier, he was with the BJP and he was with the AIDMK IT wing as well. Again, a serial party hopper. Quite an articulate person, friendly with media, and he is now contesting. I think he hails from the western part of Madurai.
Western part of Madurai, yes.
And, TVK has fielded him from Thiruparangundram.
Yes. So, in fact, the TVK's top leadership, if you see, except for Busi Anand, who has been with the fans club and then moved, and Venkatraman, who has been auditor for Mr. Vijay, all the others, maybe Mr. Arun Raj is an exception, who had no political background.
Yeah.
But Ada Arjuna is from the VCK, right? And previously he worked for the DMK. CTR Nirmal Kumar was in the BJP, AIDMK, and then here. Then, of course, the others like JCD Prabhakar and others, right? Mr. Sengotain, they all come from other political parties. So, essentially, the TVK itself is not a party with a difference. It's actually bringing in all the people from the other parties.
And already who had experience in working in elections and all. Yeah. So Thiruparangundram, you have a women candidate on behalf of the DMK.
Yeah.
So we'll move.
So also you look at the Lok Sabha constituency. Although the DMK won the seat, If you add the ADMK plus NDA, it's a very
Because both
significant
of them are
50%.
popular candidates. If you see the ADMK plus, it was Mr. Vijay Prabhakaran, Jayakant's son,
The
Yeah.
who
DMDK.
contested, DMDK contested, and we have Radhika Sharat Kumar.
Radhika Sharma, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes, no,
since it is part of Virudhunagar parliamentary
yes,
constituency.
yes, yes, yes.
And in Tirumangalam, yeah,
Tirumangalam,
famous.
heart of Madurai, right? So, known in political discourse for the term Tirumangalam formula. Kolappan, can you tell us about the Tirumangalam formula?
Tirumalam formula is very famous when Mr. Alagiri was made in charge of the DMK South Wing, Southern Region Secretary or Secretary. So the Tirumangalam by-election, DMK won. The way it won, the freebies it distributed, the gifts it gave to the voters, and they wanted to win at any cost because Alagiri wanted to prove his mettle as an organizer. So he did whatever ways, he exhausted all the avenues to win the election. So then it called Tirumangalam formula. If you want to achieve something through their end, justify the means. That is called the Tirumangalam formula. Finally, it helped him to establish his standing in the party.
There was one election where suddenly morning people will open the doors to get the newspaper or the milk packet, and then they'll find a envelope with cash inside.
Oh.
Right, so
Oh my God.
that was the secret of the Tirumangalam formula.
And interestingly, in such a constituency, you can see him, Vijay Prabhakaran
Yes,
took a lead.
That is also because Virudhunagar is Mr. Vijaykanth's native town. Yeah, so therefore there's more sympathy, and also the election happened just months after he died.
Yeah,
Right, so
he
that
did,
is
and
also
it was Congress candidate. I remember
Yes.
it was Manikam Tagore,
Manikam Thakur,
and he won by a narrow margin
Narrow
of
margin.
4,000.
I think that was the narrowest victory
Narrowest
margin
in
of the
the
last
last
Lok
Lok
Sabha
Sabha.
polls in Tamil Nadu.
And Tirumangalam is now represented by the former revenue minister. Is a popular face. Now is the deputy leader of the opposition, Mr. R.B. Uday Kumar.
Very
And,
articulate
sir,
person.
Very articulate, friendly.
Sir, can you tell about the DMK? He's a son of
He
a
is
farmer.
Sedapati Muttaya.
Ah.
He is a former speaker. He was with ADMK. And before joining the DMK, he has some difference of opinion with Ms. Jayalalitha. And he joined the DMK.
He was a speaker between 91 to 96.
Yeah.
Okay. And N. Satish Kumar and the Nam Tamilar we have Munish. Yeah.
Right.
It is going to be a tough fight, I think, here.
Yes.
Came to Satur.
Satur, two people I remember when you say Satur. One is Satur Ramachandran
Yeah,
or KKSR Ramachandran, the man with the longest initials, KKSSR, right, Ramachandran. And then Satur Save, right?
Yeah,
It's a very
Satur
popular snack, that gets its name from the region,
Yeah.
right? So the Save, it's actually not a Tamil Nadu snack, basically, right? Brought in by people who had come from the north and then, popularized the snack here. So the Satur Save is popular.
And you
Of
have
course,
fireworks.
the fireworks and the small scale.
And in my areas, my mother used to say when this Pattam Melagai, we call Satur Melagai.
Oh.
So it is famous
It's one
for
of the
it.
famous.
Melagai.
Malagai.
It's very famous.
Okay.
Chili, dried chili basically. And this time it's a very interesting contest here because of the BJP state president Nainar Nagendran.
So he has actually moved from deep down south.
Yeah, in Tirunelveli.
Right, Tirunelveli to Virudhunagar.
Yeah, Virudhunagar district.
Right. So possibly he sees a better prospect here to win compared to his own native town.
As you say,
I think there is also a substantial population of the Tevar community.
Tevar community here. And,
That is why you have moved from Tirunelveli to
Satur. And Kadarkare Raj, he had contested earlier and he's from Naikar community, if I remember. And,
these are the areas, Satur, Virudhunagar, Koilpatti. There are substantial Telugu population. It's in what we call the Karisal region. And very famously described in the works of our K. Rajanarayanan. So the people came here to the Nayak period.
Yeah,
so you can see Telugu speaking communities, a lot of communities are even for Reddiyas and other Naidus are there in very, very, very substantial numbers in this constituency. So even KKSSR are from that community. So it's very different. Geographically, the people, local people with the people who came from Andhra Pradesh who settled there.
We'll move on
Sivakasi.
to Sivakasi, Little Japan.
The moment you say Sivakasi, it's about crackers.
Yeah.
Right. The hub of fireworks. It's also a matchbox manufacturing hub. right? But unfortunately, frequently you see fire accidents.
Yeah.
Right. Earlier, it was an
worrisome
issue of employment of child labor, but now you continue to see a lot of illegal fireworks and also hazardous nature of the work. Unfortunate that for Deepavali's sake they prepare crackers, but you see people dying every now and then. In some
Because no, they want to produce more crackers in a short period.
Yes.
It is I remember when there is an accident, this Mr. Revenue Minister, Mr. K.K. Ramachandran, from this region, it is the avarice, no, it is a parasite on the part of the fireworks owners causing the accidents.
And then even recently, I'm not sure about the situation now. The crackers from Sivagasi faced a lot of challenges from China.
Chinese crackers, yes, that's right.
And also,
Sivagasi also is one of the best college in the past. Now, because Arts and Science College have lost the standard and the people no longer preferring. So there is Ayyanadar Janakiyammal. There is a famous arts and science colleges in Sivagasi.
And also it's very famous for printing
calendars, diaries,
calendars and diaries.
and in the past,
Also, there is a Sivagasi riots called in the past between two communities. It's a famous riot, Sivagasi riots, and that's riot also led to the assertion of Hindu Nadas in Sivagasi. This is a history that you can see in the works of Poomani's writings, Sahitya Academy winner Poomani's writings. These are all vividly described.
So the contest here is Ashokan. Yeah, again he's
And
a
K.T.
Congress.
Rajendra Balaji.
K.T. Rajendra Balaji. Yeah.
Balaji, that's quite former ADMK minister.
Former ADMK minister.
In fact,
shooting his tongue.
Yeah.
one of his famous slogans, Modi is our daddy.
Modi is a daddy.
Jayalalitha in 2014, her slogan was
Modi
lady
versus
or Modi.
Yeah.
Modi versus lady, right? But then Rajendra Balaji, after Jayalalitha's death, Modi is our daddy.
Yeah,
right?
he's
So
very
that is always-
outspoken,
Yes.
a very candid guy.
very candid. But then there was an occasion, where he went underground,
Yeah,
and then
for some time.
underground because there was a case against him, and then finally they traced him, I think in Bangalore or somewhere, and they
Yeah.
arrested him and brought him.
Yeah. So incumbent MLA, Congress MLA is
Yeah.
Ashokan, so he's
Yes.
contesting again from.
Virudhunagar, birthplace of Kamaraj, but at the same time, this is also a constituency where Kamaraj lost the elections.
Yeah, who
Right.
defeated Kamaraj?
P. Srinivasan, right? He was a student leader, just 25 years old, fielded by the DMK. But 1967, Kamaraj was defeated from this constituency,
Okay.
right? And at the time, Kamaraj was a former chief minister, and also Kamaraj was the AICC president. Kamaraj is basically a kingmaker in Congress. So he was instrumental in making Indira Gandhi also prime minister, a decision which he would later tell that he regretted,
Okay.
right, because of the emergency. But that's his birthplace. So this is the man who took school education to every nook and corner of Tamil Nadu. So
yeah.
today, if Tamil Nadu is one of the advanced states in education, the credit will go to Kamaraj also, right, because they were also during the Justice Party movement, you had the noon meal scheme. But then Kamaraj took schools for every 3
Very
kilometers.
systematic manner. Yeah.
In a systematic manner, got it expanded. So that is why now every leader wants to appropriate Kamaraj. Even Vijay wants to appropriate Kamaraj.
One of the, I think,
One of the icons,
yeah,
borrowed icons from other ideologies.
Now, Vijay Prabhakar,
That's a very,
the interesting contest. Vijayakant's son is contesting there. Probably it will be depending on the huge population of Telugu speaking people in this constituency. And also, Virudhunagar, two very efficient ministers of the DMK, it's neighboring, Mr. Tangam Dhanarasa and KKSS Ramachandran. So certainly they will see to it that candidate is winning, and probably he is quite, the chances very bright for
Very
this
young
fellow to enter
last time he had a good chance.
assuming that these
yeah.
two ministers will work and ensure his victory.
All right, we go to
Arupukottai.
Arupukottai, right, known for his textile handloom, rice mills, political history.
It's also in the past it's very ADMK constituency. Who was one Arupukottai? MJR has won from this constituency. Arupukottai.
There is a huge lead. Can you see Vijay Prabhakaran's case? There is a huge lead from here. But Arupukottai, now it is represented by the minister.
KK
Ramachandran.
Yes. Right. So again, KK Ramachandran has won on the AIDMK ticket. Also, he had his own party, right? And then with the DMK for the past about 20-25 years.
Yeah.
He's
holding the important portfolios, like even held the health ministry when MRK Pannirselvam was removed. He made the health
I think
minister.
he's entering the fray for 9th or 10th time.
9th or 10th time, yeah, one of the
Senghor
No,
Indian
it's
era
very
was
famous. No, even MJR period, you can see it's a lot of scare on his face because
Of
there
an
is
acid attack.
an acid attack on his face. It is a very from the 70s. He is a very popular political figure of
He
southern
closely
Tamil
worked
Nadu.
with
Southern
Suthu
Tamil Nadu,
Navakar
Southern
also.
Tamil Nadu, yeah.
Spiritually, again,
Yeah.
main constituency.
Yeah, it's a
Right,
birthplace of Ramanar who
Ramana Maharishi,
Yeah.
who established an ashram in Tiruvannamalai.
Tiruvannamalai. Yeah, but
Right.
Tiruchuli, because Thangam Tennarasu, MSR Rajavarman is also a former MLA, but Thangam Tennarasu, since this constituency was carved out in 2011, he has been winning consistently.
And he is one of the ministers who has won all the election he contested.
Yeah,
na.
I remember.
One thing also, his father was in the DMK.
Yeah,
Previously.
Thangapandian was.
It's a district secretary.
District secretary. His sister is
South Chennai
Tamalachi, alias Sumati from the South Chennai MP.
So one of the very erudite ministers in the DMK cabinet. He can speak
very
on.
Interestingly,
This minister, he is handling the industries portfolio, which is that new economy kind of a thing. And
was
his
handling.
interest runs deep into Tamil history,
Yeah,
Tamil architecture, culture. Right, one of the most well-read ministers in the
Not
DMK
only
government.
the ancient scripts, he suddenly quotes from Saivat works, Vaishnavite works. He's thorough with that.
And another thing is very efficient minister. You remember during the second phase of the COVID, he ensured that every single industrial unit in Tamil Nadu manufactures oxygen, thereby no.
When he was industries minister, now
Yeah.
of course he handles the finance portfolio, right?
yeah.
He's also finance minister.
Yeah.
But very varied interest. The man who takes a lot of interest in Keeladi,
Yeah.
other excavations.
Yeah, very cultural,
cultural thing.
interested. Yeah. And we are moving to Paramakudi falls under Ramanathapuram district. We are moving to
Ramanathapuram. So
Ramanathapuram.
these are all the very sensitive regions, caste sensitive regions deep down south where
Yeah.
there is friction between the scheduled caste and the most backward community and dominant communities there. It has social small scale industries, very politically significant. Paramakudi is also Kamal Hassan's
Hometown, yeah.
right birthplace.
Birthplace.
Kamal Hassan, actor Kamal Hassan's birthplace.
His father was a Congress, is a lawyer and a freedom fighter,
Oh.
congressman.
But this time Kamal Hassan's party is not contesting in any of the seats. They have
They are
extended
part
support
of
to the
DMK
DMK. They've
led
just
alliance,
extended
but-
support from outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see the candidates.
And DMK candidate is K. Kadiravan.
Yes.
And you have AIDMK S. Muttaya, G.
Gopi
Gopirajan, and Edil Ilavarasi.
Okay.
All are contesting
Right.
from Paramakudi. The next one is Thiruvadanai.
Tiruvadanai.
Yeah, when we were discussing about Karunas, we
Yes.
said that he won once. And
Yes.
Thiruvadanai, I think it is a Congress belt. Ramasamy Ambalam and all those families, they have
Mr.
won.
Sundaram one from here.
Yeah, last time I think, but they have
Yes.
roots here.
Roots.
And you can see the NDA has also performed well
Yes.
because of the OPS factor.
OPS factor. Yes.
Again, Rama Karumanikyam. He's the son of a former Congress floor leader, K.R. Ramasamy.
Kirtika Muniyasamy is also quite a well-known face.
Well-known face here. And I think she contested last time
Yes,
in
yes.
one of the seats.
Yes.
V.K. Raju
Yeah.
from TVK.
Premnath
and we have
from
Premnath
NTK,
from
right?
NTK. It's a coastal area,
Right.
Thiruvadanai.
Proper Ramanathapuram coastal region. Ramanathapuram is where you have the famous Rameshwaram temple,
Ramanatha Swami
right?
temple.
Ramanatha Swami temple. Rameshwaram is here. Also, it's in Rameshwaram where you have the last land point.
Yeah, Dhanush
Right.
Kodi is there.
Yeah, Dhanushkodi is there.
Pamban
Ghost town.
Bridge.
Yes, Pamban Bridge. That's also famous in this region.
Recently,
Right.
a new bridge was opened, and
Yes.
how people consider Varanasi, Kashi as a very
Yes.
holy place. Similarly, Rameshwaram
Yes,
was also
yes. So the
know-
Kashi Tamil Sangamam
yeah.
that Mr. Modi has planned actually draws
Yeah.
from here. So it's invariably you have lot of pilgrims from the north
Yeah.
who come to Rameshwaram and then go to Meenakshi Mandir and what they call Meenakshi Amman temple. They call it Meenakshi Mandir. They go there in Madurai and then proceed back home.
No, it is from that Mr. O. Pannirselvam contested in the last Lok Sabha polls. No?
election, yeah. And sir, I think the state government is planning to establish state and the center. They are planning to establish one airport in somewhere nearby.
Yes, Rameshwaram. But
Yeah.
then they've been planning for Hosur, planning for Rameshwaram, right? Then Salem, we have an airstrip there. So they've been planning a lot of smaller airports. It's simply not taken off in most of the areas.
Sir, also can you see this is very close proximity to Sri Lanka, and there were always a friction, fisherman issue, and when they were
even now, frequently you can see fishermen protest. Just last week there have been arrests
Yeah.
So frequently, I think that's one issue which the center and the state have not been able to resolve. Though we have a joint working group with the Sri Lanka fishermen and others, that is one issue that's not been resolved.
We have a Sri Lanka Mandapam camp also.
Mandapam
and
camp where
Kachattivu people used to go
the
from
Sri
here.
Lankan refugees have been, lodged. Mandapam also, that camp is a punishment posting for police officers.
Police officers,
So
okay.
whenever governments change and they want to punish a police officer, they post them in Mandapam. What about Kadar Basha alias Muthuramalingam? This name sounds very unique.
Yeah.
He has represented the TMK a couple of times. Whenever his name is announced in the assembly by the speaker, Kadar Basha alias Muthuramalingam, I was wondering why it is a very syncretic name, a Hindu name and a Christian name. Then Muslim. I asked him personally. He said no. His grandmother was childless for many years, and they worshipped the Nagur Dargah. After that, his father was born, and after that they have a Muslim name as well as a Hindu name. But he is also a family members of Pasumban Muthuramalingam Thevar. And Muthuramalingam Thevars have a lot of witnesses, and all of them are Muslims. And another interesting thing about the Ramanathapuram constituency is 1967 the DMK won. It is a wave. In Ramanathapuram, it's the emergence of new set of politicians that witnessed Tamil Nadu. And one of them was Tangappan, a local man who is an ex-army man, who defeated the Raja of Ramanathapuram. So that it is an indicator of the changes in Tamil Nadu politics in a way. Ramanathapuram represented that trend in Tamil Nadu.
Neighboring Mudugalattur, infamously known for riots.
Invariably brings to our mind the Mudugalattur riots. It's a very politically and communally sensitive district.
Yeah, I think in 1957 there were riots, and the famous Dalit leader Emmanuel Segaran was killed in that. And here you can see the contest is basically between the DMK and ADMK largely, even though we have TVK and NTK candidates. Can you tell us about the DMK's candidate sitting minister?
Raja Kannappan was a minister basically. So he was also a minister in Jayalalitha's government, first government, but at that time he was called Kannappan.
Yeah.
And then later he floated his own Makkal Tamil Desam. He represents the Yadava community. Yeah. Right, so he was the Makkal Tamil Desam leader, subsequently merged with the ADMK.
And it is facing a lot of cases, in the import of the coal case, one of the cases.
Right? So then he moved to TMK, and now his name is R.S. Raja Kannappan. And also the other thing about Raja Kannappan is in the 2009 parliamentary contest, he fought against Chidambaram. Right, and then Chidambaram managed to defeat him with a very narrow margin. And then subsequently he filed an election petition that was pending for a long time, before it was eventually, that case got settled. Yeah. So that's the background of Raja Kannappan. So one of the VIP constituencies.
Yeah. So now from Mudugalattur, Ramnad district, we are going to Thoothukudi district. It is again a coastal area.
So we are going to Thoothukudi, which is also an industrial belt. You had the famous Sterlite copper factory there, and then the firing that took 13 lives, during the previous ADMK regime. And Thoothukudi parliamentary constituency also has elected Kanimoli Karunanidhi,
twice.
Right, twice, who's the MLA there. So basically a very MP coastal town, dry land farming region, and also agriculture is one of the key areas.
Yeah, we have G.V. Markandeyan, who was formerly an ADMK MLA. He moved to DMK and he has been contesting again now. And R. Satya of the ADMK, Kasiram and Balaji. Vilatikulam, it is both agrarian as well as coastal belt in Thoothukudi, gateway to Thoothukudi from Ramanathapuram. And next is the Thoothukudi,
which is a port town, right? You have the Vavasi port there.
Yeah.
So known for its salt protection as well. So basically industrial area.
Yeah.
Let's see the contestants.
Here can you see, because of the Kanimodi's pact, can you see here? Even the last election in 2019 was Tamilisai Soundarajan, and she managed to, poll at least.
Because there is a substantial population of Nadas in this. In the region. Though this is a coastal belt, once dominated by the fishermen Paradava community, who later become Christians. Now the trade is to a large extent dominated by the Nadar community. That is why, Mr. Tamilisai Soundarajan preferred this constituency, either Kanyakumari or now it is Kanyakumari constituency, earlier it was the Nagar constituency. So there is a substantial population of Nadas.
Thuthukudi was also previously known as the Pearl City,
Pearls.
right? Because there were a lot of pearl divers who take these pearls from oyster. But now, there are more synthetic pearls than the actual pearl diving.
Yeah.
That art is slowly fading.
And Adichanallur, which is a very significant
Yes,
cultural.
yes.
And also, one point of time, Thuthukudi was also a fearsome district. This is the famous, notorious rowdies were from this district. Right. Thuthukudi rowdies, in Tamil Nadu, they can evoke fear in the mind of that. And it was there the famous murders have taken place. And the KVP Sami of the DMK was murdered by the communists as a retaliation murder. Earlier there was a murder of communists, and they retaliated by this KVP Sami. And Kidajivan's father, Periyasamy, was a district secretary of the party. Karunanidhi used to call him my Murattu Bhaktan.
So stubborn Bhakt.
Stubborn Bhakt, yeah. And then the minister who is a Geeta Jivan, Women and Child Development Minister, she is representing.
And her brother is the he's the mayor of the Jagan Periyasamy is the mayor of the Thuthukudi.
Even Sita Sellapandian, he was a formerly with I think briefly a minister and formerly MLA from Thuthukudi, is a strong face. Yes, Srinath, interestingly, can you tell us something about
this? Yes. So basically, when the TVK, if you mention TVK and Thuthukudi, it was Ajita Engels, who was known as the face of the party there. But first, she was not given the district secretary post when she protested before Vijay. She failed, and then she was expecting the seat in Thuthukudi, at least in one of the constituency. But instead of giving her, they fielded A. Srinath, who's a film actor. Done some small-time roles in Kollywood movies. Yeah. So he has been fielded there interestingly, and Ajita has now joined the DMK.
Yeah, so that's the background, and it's a coastal area again, Thuthukudi, and we are moving to the next. Tiruchendur is
very famous for the coastal Tiruchendur Murugan temple,
one of the
right. Also, one temple in Tamil Nadu where they expect you to remove your shirt.
Yeah, because the culture of Kerala, where in most of the Tamil Nadu temples you need not remove your shirts. Only in Kanyakumari and Tiruchendur temples, because of the Kerala tradition, they are, I think, following it. And Tiruchendur, Tiruchendur by-election was the famous by-election, you remember? When MJ's
period. Yes. And this is also where Karunanidhi undertook a long march to the Tiruchendur temple because of the stolen veil.
There is a famous statement he made in 1984 in the All India Radio. There is a slot for our politicians to make. He said, வீட்டுக்கு ஒருவருக்கு வேலை தருவோம் என்றார்கள், ஆனால் திருச்செந்தூர் முருகனின் தங்க வேலையும் திருத்தணி முருகனின் வைர வேலையும் தான் காணவில்லை என்றார். So he is known for the alliterative speeches. Yes. And Tiruchendur by-election from where R.M. Veerappan contested, and it's one of the very sensational election at the time. Yeah, because DMK was betting it fortune there. Subramania Pillai.
And then Tiruchendur is also famous for, Sura Samharam.
Remember, Karunanidhi even
released the Pal Commission report that probed the death of Mrs. Subramania Pillai. Yeah.
It is a stronghold of the sitting MLA and who is a minister, Anita Radhakrishnan, who was in AIDMK, and he resigned and then he moved to DMK again. He won, like how Sendil Balaji is now enjoying the clout. And we have KRM Radhakrishnan, and we have BJP and J. Murugan of TVK, and we have Obelia of NTK. So again, Tiruchendur we are moving to
Srivaikunttam, again located on the Tambrabarni river, known for its temple and agriculture.
There are a lot of temples falling under this assembly segment. You can see Urvashi Amritaraj, and his father is also a very well-known person from
former MLA. He was also right.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Urvashi Selvaraj. He introduced for the kind of Swadeshi detergent.
Right.
When detergent bars were introduced by the corporate houses, he probably the first person to an affordable price. He offered a detergent to the local people.
Yeah, SP Shanmuganathan is also very known.
He is also MLA. MLA and minister in the ADMK cabinet. Even is an important portfolio of HRNC.
G. Saravanan Shanmugasundaram. Srivaikunttam will move next.
Yes. Ottapidaram, right, reserved constituency.
And VOC.
This is where, if I'm right, Pudiya Tamil Nadu leader
Krishnasamy.
First elected to the assembly from this constituency,
Representing the Devendra Kulla Velala.
he functioned effectively in the assembly as a MLA of Ottapadaram. Final, of course, subsequently he was not able to
Win.
no, one election he won.
One
After
election.
the two
2001
elections.
or something.
11 he again won.
Thing.
But it was the constituency has it gave him a lot of opportunity to express
Because he
himself.
won in 1996, if I'm right, as part of the
96, yeah.
Devendra Kulla Velalas. And then this whole thing about the the 7 subsects becoming grouped under the Devendra Kulla Velalas, for which the Modi government passed a special order, the Gazette. That fight was led by among others by Krishnasamy.
Krishna.
But then the only thing is he also wanted the community to be removed from the
Scheduled caste
SC list,
Yeah,
which has
later-
not been
later
done.
period.
Later period.
Yeah, later
But
period.
he
Tenure during between 1996 and 2001 is very effective, because even he went to the extent of tearing apart the Justice Murugesan committee report, the shooting, Marina
Yes.
shoot, and but it is my opinion, our Mr. Karunanidhi allowed him to function well,
Right. You have
never restricted him from speaking.
Yeah, this is the birthplace of a freedom fighter,
Vavu
Vavu
Chidambaram
Chidambaram Pillai, and you have a small onion cultivation is also.
Cultivation.
Even chili is also famous here,
Famous,
I
yeah.
think, Ottapadaram.
Right.
And
Alright.
we have a PM Ramajayam and R.
AMMK,
AMMK R. Sundararaja, Madan Raja. And I think these are all parts of the formerly Tiruchendur Lok Sabha,
Yes.
represented by Ramarajan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actor Ramrajan.
Yeah.
Yes. Right,
We
now
have
we go to
Kovilpatti,
Kovilpatti, right? When you mentioned Kovilpatti Kadalam.
Kadalamita is very,
Right,
very famous.
Chickies, right?
yeah.
Chikki.
Peanut candy.
Very popular, right?
now
But then
it's going worldwide.
look at the difference between the ADMK and the DMK here. The DMK got about 20.7%.
That is because, we have not shown here, because last time in Kovilpatti, it was not a contest between the ADMK and DMK, it was contest between the ADMK and AMMK, because AMK found a treaty with Dinagaran contested
Yes.
here, and you have Kadambur Raju,
Yes.
who was a
Kadambur
former
Raju was
minister.
there. Yes.
And in 2016, if you see Kadambur Raju, who went on to become the information minister, won by a very narrow margin of 800 votes.
Yes.
But when he was fought against treaty with Dinagaran,
Yes.
he won by a huge margin. This time, DMK has given it to K. Karunanidhi. If I remember correct, sir, Kovilpatti is the hometown of MDMK General Secretary Vaiko also, right? He contested.
Yeah, he
nearby.
He once even made
Yes.
a big issue. No, that
Yes,
was constituency.
Yeah. So, and then this also falls under, Thoothukudi
Thoothukudi
district.
right.
Yeah.
So we move to
Rajapalayam,
Rajapalayam,
which is in Virudhunagar
Right.
district. Yeah.
very famous for Rajapalayam dog
Dog
breed.
breed, yeah.
Right. Do we still get Rajapalayam dog breed? Pure
Original
breed?
dog breed.
Not
Necessarily, but it's available across Tamil Nadu. It's probably this brought there by the Rajus. Once again, the people of Telugu origin brought the white dog. But now it is available across the state.
Across
Even
the
in
state.
Kerala, people are breeding and selling
Oh,
it.
it's no
Yeah.
more specific to
Yeah, to
Rajapalayam. Only the
Rajapalayam,
name we
yes.
trade
It's a
times,
name,
and
yeah.
it's a, Western Ghats also
Yes.
comes under this.
Close that.
And
And
interestingly,
the textile mills are a lot of Rajapalayam is known for the
Textile.
textile mills.
there is one interesting contest here in this time. If you see, the AIDMK has given it to the in alliance it is TMMK,
Yes.
who's contesting
Priscilla
on
Pandian
behalf-
is this
wife of John
John
Pandian.
John
Pandian.
Pandian's wife.
Yeah, and then yes, Thanga Pandian is he has been consistently elected on behalf of
Rajapalayam earlier on Senthil Balaji.
Once he contested there.
Rajendra Balaji.
Rajendra
Balaji.
Yeah, not Senthil Balaji.
Rajendra Balaji.
Rajendra Balaji.
Yeah. So then we'll move to Srivilliputturu again, the famous for Andal temple.
Srivilliputturu Andal temple, right? One of the famous thing, and then the Palgova,
Yeah,
right? So
Srivilliputturu.
Srivilliputturu Palgova is again very famous.
And
Very
Srivilliputturu
unique.
Megamalai.
Srivilliputturu also invariably evokes the name of Tamarekani.
Tamarai
Who
Kanya.
is invincible for
ADMK
many years.
strong
ADMK
man.
strong
ADMK
man.
strong
Yeah,
man.
ADMK strong man. Again,
If you
these
remember,
all
He even led the party in the assembly.
assembly
Yeah.
at one point of time.
Even
91.
at the time
Oh.
he
So
hit.
96
He
96
hit
when the
at the nose
ADMK
of,
was routed.
He hit at the nose of
Punched at Veerapandi Arumugam
Arumugam,
face
he was
inside the assembly.
profusely bleeding.
Oh my God.
So, 96 when the ADMK lost, very badly. Only 4 constituencies they won. This was one of the constituencies and represented by, at that time, general constituency,
Yeah.
Yeah.
represented by Tamarai Kani. Very famous for his rings where you will have MJR Jayalalitha's photos.
Right.
And that ring was what led to the bleeding for Veerapandi Arumugam, the minister,
Oh.
right at that point. And then his son became an
Inbathamizhan.
Inbathamizhan. And then at one point, Thamrakani fell out
Yeah, and he
with
joined DMK. I
Jayalalitha
think.
and joined DMK. So his
Jayalalitha
son-
made him even the minister.
Yes, so his son dropped his father's name from the initial.
Yeah, and then they contested against each other
Yes,
in
yes,
one election,
yes,
I think in
yes.
2001, if I remember. And Shivaliputur Megamai, there is a tiger reserve also, if I remember
Yes.
correct. And
Yes.
you have P. Mahalingam of CPI. This time they have given it to
And then
CPI.
Chandraprabha is there.
Yeah, Chandraprabha and A. Karthik and Karikala Pandian. It's a very
Because CPI has some presence, no, Koilpatti, Srivilliputur, because of the old mills.
Ah.
The CPI, you know, Alagar Sami Koilpatti is a famous MLA from Koilpatti. It is overlapping. A lot of CPI has some presence in this.
Alright,
Sankaran
Sankaran Kovil.
Kovil, yeah,
And
famous
again,
for
temple, also the Saivites and the Vaishnavites.
And there, if I remember, in 2011 there was a by-election in Sankaran Kovil, and you know that was a friction started between
Yes.
Jayalalitha and Vijaykanth.
And Vijaykanth were
how
allies.
they are going to
See,
field
even
the candidate.
challenged him in the assembly.
Yeah.
If you have the
Guts
capacity,
to- yeah.
guts, you
Field the
contest
candidate
with
and
Sankaran Kovil
win.
and win. Yeah.
So I remember that, just added. And now we have Ganesan and Dileepan
Dileepan
Jaishankar,
Jaishankar.
C. Ramarajan and Kavita. And
You know,
Congress is
Sankaran Kovil wants a bone of contention between Mr. Vaiko and Karunanidhi. He used as a ruse to leave
Exit the alliance in 2001.
2001.
Oh.
yeah.
Right, and then he fielded candidates, and many constituencies, Karnataka is when DMK lost by a few thousand votes, which had been polled by the MDMK in that election.
Oh, right. So now we are moving towards Tenkasi
Yes,
side.
Tenkasi.
Vasudev and Allur.
Yeah, Vasudev and Allur. Again, Tenkasi is a very picturesque place
Yeah.
where you have the Kutralam Falls,
Yeah.
right?
And it's a famous temple, no? Kasi
Vishwanath
Yes,
temple,
Kashi Vishwanath temple.
Because it's Vasudevanallur. That's
Yeah,
Right, and
this
also
was
the
the-
wind energy.
Wind
you know,
energy, they
It's
tap
not
into
as
tap
much as it was in the southern part
southern
of
part, yes.
Tamil Nadu. Yes, some windmills are coming up.
Windmills
I
are
saw
coming
them.
up, yes.
Yeah. So Vasudev and Allur is again an interesting contest this time because of Anand Nayasamy, who's a techie. Yeah.
Fielded by the BJP. In fact,
BJP.
he has been trying for a seat for a long time, and this time being accommodated here.
Yeah.
His brother was in the ADMK as an MLA.
Oh, right.
Right, quite a very enterprising guy. He worked in the US and then he has come down, aligned himself with the BJP, and he's been working there.
Yeah.
So quite popular also in that region. But we need to see how he does now.
There was like close contest.
Very
even,
close
the
contest.
I mean,
last-
Vasudevan also is represented this Iswaran, is a TMC
Iswaran, yeah,
candidate.
several times he has
Several
been.
times. I think subsequently he joined BJP.
Yeah.
He was a Congress candidate earlier, and Tamil Nadu Congress went to Tamil Nadu Congress, and subsequently.
Right, we move to Kadanallur,
Kadanallur, a thick Muslim
Muslim
populated
population,
area.
agriculture
Yeah.
trade. Yeah, so the DMK lost.
Interestingly, a Hindu candidate, last time, if you see Krishna Murali, who was a Hindu candidate, he won from here. Kadanallur is, thickly populated by.
But
Previous election, Kadanallur witnessed a contest between, all of them are Muslims.
Oh.
I think 2016.
Oh.
All the candidates were Muslims.
Oh.
And Kadanallur, interestingly, he sent Majid, a minister in Kamraj cabinet. He was from Kadanallur constituency. Kadanallur is equally important place. He has a very important place in music. Kadanallur Venkatraman, who is a musician, who set to tune the famous song Kurai Ondumillai, Maraimurthy Kanna, is written by Rajaji and popularized by M.S. Subbulakshmi. He belonged to that period, Kadanallur. A quite substantial population of Muslims. The beautiful Muslim streets are there.
Okay. So that's why now you have two Muslim candidates from the
candidates
TVK and
Yeah.
the NTK. And MDMK, Rajendran is
Rajendran is contesting. And
No.
On the DMK side.
One point I want to say, will you believe nowadays, everybody, if you are a chief minister, you are offering me a ministerial post, I will be falling at your feet and get it. In the case of Majid, his father won't agree his son
interesting.
being
Okay.
inducted in the cabinet. No, Kamaraj was sitting at TVS Bangla in Tirunelveli, sent Mr. Krishnan, who was the Kadanallur municipality chairman, to convince Majid father to allow him to become to the times have changed, changed.
We move to Tenkasi,
Tenkasi,
so called the Little Kasi or the Kasi of the South, and then close to the Kutralam waterfalls.
Yeah, Tenkasi is very, again, very
This is a big Shiva temple, and thanks to Mr. Sivandhyadithan, he completed the construction of the temple, which remained called as a Mottai Kopuram, and he ensured that it's constructed full, and they performed Kumbhabhishekam. It's a substantial population of Devas, and it is also communally sensitive area. Now BJP has lot of presence now of late. It is a very communally sensitive area. Politically, the BJP has a lot of supporters there.
I also found it as a Congress stronghold. If I remember correctly, Mr. Peter Alphonse was
Yeah,
elected.
but before that there is a changes, no, the
Yeah,
political
before
changes.
delimitation
Yeah,
also.
demographically it has now changed.
Then Selvan Mohan Das Pandian has been contesting from here. By SS Palani Nadar,
Yes.
who won. And Kalai Kadiravan, he is very close to the, first rung leadership of the DMK, if I am correct. Then you have Raja Prakash and Pushpalata Mahalingam. Again, we'll move to the next segment, Alangulam, which is politically very
Yes.
important constituency.
Alangulam, once upon a time, this region was known for Aladi Aruna,
Yeah.
right? The former minister was murdered. Then his daughter also became a minister
Yeah, Pungo.
in the DMK cabinet. But then now, this time, the seat has been given to Dr. Paul Manoj Pandian.
Yeah, who was representing-
not a medical doctor, but a lawyer, basically.
Yeah.
So, Paul Manoj Pandian is the son of P.H. Pandian, the former speaker. So, previously, he would contest from another seat, right, which is no longer there, post
Cheran
Cheran Mahadevi, which is not there. So, he was a supporter of OPS in the ADMK, but he joined the DMK, and he has been given a seat.
Yeah,
this time.
and there was last time also. Can you see there was a tough contest?
Tough
in Pungo,
contest, yes.
he
She
defeated.
lost.
He was ADMK candidate.
Yes.
Defeated.
There was last time in the field was one Rocket Raja.
Yes.
It's a local Harinadar, not Rocket Raja. Now Rocket Raja
And then
tried to
rejected.
contest, his nomination was rejected. These people would have, they always play a spoil sport. That his entry defeated Pungo, they all there.
Yeah,
And
he
some
scored
family
36,000,
politics, because they are substantially Nadar population.
Tirunelveli,
Yeah.
when we speak about Tirunelveli, it's the Iruttukadai Alva.
Yeah.
Right, very popular. Again, Iruttukadai Alva is by people who came from north.
Tirunelveli, everywhere go, there is an Alva stall.
Alva, it will say Shanti Kadai Alva, Sri Shanti, New
Lakshmi
Shanti,
Vilas.
Lakshmi Vilas. Right. Then, of course, it's also a temple.
Nellaiyappar
Right.
temple.
In Tirunelveli, for our information, this Muscat Alva is also available
I see.
everywhere.
The Muscat Alva,
Yeah,
different
yeah,
from
Muscat,
the
yeah,
other Alva.
Yeah.
Muscat Alva, instead of ghee, they use coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Okay.
Okay. So Tirunelveli is the home turf of now the BJP state
Yes.
president Nainar Nagendran, but he's not contesting this time. Earlier he had he contested 5 elections from here
Yes.
and won thrice.
Again, Naina Nagendran was in the AIDMK previously,
Yeah,
and
previously,
then he joined the
and
BJP
then
later.
yeah.
So you have
Even
Subramaniam
Karupasamy
from
Pandian
DMK.
had some influence here.
And Yale Subramaniam
Yale
for many
Subramaniam.
years he represented, he is one of the oldest face of the ADMK. Even 67 he contested there.
Yeah, Ganesh Raja, R.S. Murugan, is very strong guy.
There's a good population of Saivite Vellalas there.
Yeah, Tirunelveli. And then the neighboring is Palayam Kotai, which is a small constituency. So now we are moving to Ambasamudram.
Ambasamudram, right?
Yeah, Ambasamudram.
Again, a gateway to Western Ghats, very scenic landscapes
Yeah.
and ecotourism, right?
Yeah, Ambasamudram. And interestingly, in this assembly election in 2026, you can see there are 4 candidates mentioned here. Apart from that, there is 1 BSP candidate. So the total contest is only 5.
5, and all of them represent a political party.
Yeah, all
There
of
are no
them,
independents.
there are no independents. It's the constituency where there are less number of
Least
contestants.
number of candidates.
Isaki Subai is a very,
Very
resourceful
influential
candidate.
Candidate from the
He's a
ADMK.
very rich man.
Yeah.
And already he is a sitting member of the assembly.
Yeah.
Let us see now how the voters are
Deciding this time.
deciding this time.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it is
Palayam
Palayam
Kotai,
Kotai, yeah.
famous for the Palayam Kotai jail,
Jail, yeah.
right? Karnataka was lodged in the Palayam Kotai jail
During the
once.
anti-Hindi agitation.
Yes.
Known for its
Yeah, but it also has known as the education hub, and also you have Muslim population here.
Yeah.
Palayam Kotai. Abdul
TPN
Wahab.
Moideen Khan was selected.
Yeah, TPN Maidin Khan earlier he was elected from this. He was a minister.
Yeah. And you have, minorities. They,
Abdul Wahab, now the district secretary of the party. And he is contesting that he is from Melapalayam.
And the ADMK has also filled a Muslim,
Yeah.
Syed Sultan Shamsuddin.
Maria John, and we have Sankara Narayan.
Because there is a substantial Muslim population. Both the parties want to get their votes.
You see, the ADMK's vote share was
Yeah.
just 5.3%.
5.5. So that's the
decline.
thing. So
Because Nainar Nagetharan
Nainar
contested
Nagetharan contested, that's
Tirunelveli
right, yes.
seat. And you have Nanganeri.
Nanganeri,
Again.
where one, of course, it's famous for this Perumal temple, but also Nanganeri is where they wanted to have a special economic zone,
Special economic zone.
but it never really took off for many years. And then very recently we have a caste clash, basically school student hacked,
Yeah.
right? He went on to do well in his academics,
Yeah.
but then there was another attack very recently in the same Nanganeri, right? So that's why it's very communally sensitive region.
And you know, H. Vasantakumar of the Congress.
Yes.
He was elected from, he represented this constituency.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And you have Ruby Manoharan,
Yes.
who is also a very resourceful, Congress person.
Isaki Muthu again.
Isaki Muthu.
Yeah.
And
Reddyar
Patti
Narayan.
Narayanan, you remember, he was with you know, Sharad Kumar's
Yes.
party. And
Party,
then
yes.
I think. Yeah.
Yes,
No,
it's
not
quite a-
Reddyar Patti.
No,
That is
that is-
Ernavur
that is-
Narayanan.
that is
Yeah,
Ernavur
it is.
Narayanan.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
Reddyar Patti Narayanan had already contested
yes,
from
yes,
here.
yes,
Yeah.
There's a lot of Nadar population.
Yeah,
They-
lot of
they are the
Nadar
deciding factor.
And
Radhapuram,
Radhapuram, you know,
right.
Kudangulam nuclear power plant is
Kudangulam, but then, you know, this is a constituency represented by the Speaker of Tamil Nadu,
M. Appavu.
Appavu. He has won here on behalf of the TMC as an independent candidate, and then also on behalf of the DMK.
Sir, can you tell us, in 2016 there was a close contest.
Very narrowly lost.
Yeah.
Very narrowly. In fact, they you know, physically carried him away from the counting center, and then he was dropped.
I is Inbadurai,
Inbadurai,
who is now a
yes,
Rajya Sabha
yes,
MP of the
yes, yes,
ADMK.
yes.
He
And
had
that
won.
is why, that's one of the reason the DMK want to make him the speaker.
Oh, right. Again, he is entering the fray. It was widely expected that, you know, his son will be
Yes.
contesting from here,
Yes.
and Mr. Appavu has been given the ticket again. Balakrishnan, Satish Christopher, and Girija Tamarai Pandian.
But you have issues like illegal mining and other things
Yeah,
that have
I
been
know.
very rampant, and then really voters are distressed by that. We'll have to see how it reflects. But again, here also, like 10% ADMK because of Mr.
Because of Nainar
Nagendran.
Nagendran. Yeah. So we are entering the you know, the southern part of
Southern part,
India,
deep
exactly,
down south,
deep down south,
Kanyakumari.
Kanyakumari.
Right? When we say Kashmir to Kanyakumari,
Yeah.
right? So this is
And I would like
Kanyakumari.
to, you know, tell them this is the home
Ah,
turf of Kolappan.
Yes,
as
it
well.
is.
Kanyakumari-
Yes.
See, this is before the delimitation. Interestingly, though it is different districts, this assembly segment was part of the Tiruchendur constituency.
Tiruchendur constituency.
Yeah, this is the one constituency was post delimitation. Now it is part of the Nagarkoil constituency.
But traditionally here, the national parties hold sway because it
Earlier
yeah, because
and gradually ADMK, it is elected both DMK and ADMK.
you know,
now you have
subsequently,
Talawai Sundaram.
Talawai Sundaram is a very known face.
Yeah,
and,
well-known face.
and even R. Mahesh, I think he's a
Mahesh.
Nagarkoil mayor.
Nagarkoil mayor, he has been fielded there because probably to see, instead of politics deciding everything, here the religion decides everything.
Okay.
Here people votes based on your religion. Politics takes a back seat. So last time what happened is Kanyakumari constituency, there is a substantial population of Vellalas and Nadars, Dalits. So all the Hindu Nadars voted for
Talawai Sundaram.
Talawai Sundaram, and all the Vellalas voted for Gandhi and Nadar.
But when you say all, I won't say all. Like I will say significant
Significant,
number.
Significant,
Yeah,
significant. The means, no, the substantial
yes.
population.
Substantial.
That is why this time,
The Chief Minister Stalin has introduced Mr. Mackay the hope of splitting the Hindu Nadar vote.
votes. Oh,
But
right.
we have to see whether it is happening because it's a completely very highly politicized area in terms of religion. So we have to see whether Mr. Magesh will be able to penetrate into the vote bank of Talawai Sundaram and get some vote.
Oh, right. So we are
Nagarkoil,
moving to Nagarkoil, one seat where.
one of the most urbanized centers
Urbanized
in
center.
Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
You have
Full of schools and colleges like Palayangottai in Tirunelveli, a lot of Christian institutions and other schools.
Yeah.
There is a town with literally littered with schools.
so the Vivekananda Rock Memorial comes within Nagarkoil, or it would go
I
with
think
I
Yes,
think
Kanyakumari.
Kanyakumari, but
Kanyakumari.
this is one seat, you know, elected BJP candidate,
BJP
you know.
Last time, M.R. Gandhi is a grassroots worker. You can see anywhere you go, he will be there, he will be moving from one place to another. He is very old.
Yes.
Last time also, Mr. Suresh Rajan was contesting from here, he lost it.
Now
This
Austin
time the
Austin,
Austin,
is a
because
popular
probably
actor,
another the DMK's calculation is in Nagarcoil there is a substantial population of Christians. To get their vote, he is fielding. I think this time Austin is the prospects are high, but let us see.
we'll have to see how the TVK also performs there.
Yeah, sir, as you
Right.
had already pointed out that the
Fishermen.
AIDMK had lost deposit.
Yes.
This is one area where in 2024 Lok Sabha polls, AIDMK came fourth, even
Fourth,
behind the
that's
Nam
right. Yes,
Tamilar
yes,
party.
yes.
Yeah.
But why is the vote share showing something
No,
different?
this is only for
The segment,
yeah,
assembly
yeah,
segment. That's right. Yes.
Another thing is because Kanyakumari, all the constituencies, because there is a coastal belt, there is a Christian population, and there is a support base for Mr. Vijay also. And finally, the church may take a call.
Yes.
They will tell them whom they should politically vote, because they will very particular. It should not go to their rival, the Hindu candidates. So that we have to see. And interestingly, this is the district from the entire state which first elected a BJP, Hindutva MLA, Hindutva MPs.
I will be coming to Padmanapuram where sir is referring
Yes.
to. Now we
Kolachal.
are in Kolachal.
Yeah.
There was a port project earlier proposed. I think it was
Yeah,
dropped.
it was dropped because
It was
of the
dropped.
local
Resistance, and you have Battle of Kolachal, which is
Kolachal.
very. And Kolachal is a Congress stronghold, if I remember.
Yeah, for many years. I remember Mr. Palaya was elected, and once Mr. Bernard was elected from their DMK candidate, Bernard was elected. Before that, MGR period, FM Rajaratnam, not Congress, both of us Congress.
Lourdamal Simon was elected from here, or
I think she is from Nagarcoil constituency.
oh,
I'm
okay,
not
but
sure.
she was one of the first women to become the minister in
Ministers.
Kamaraj cabinet.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And now Taragai Katbat, who's now the sitting MLA, she
Yes.
was elected post Vijay Dharani's resignation in Vilavankodu.
Vilavankodu,
She is now, because in 2011, 16 and 21, this constituency elected JJ Prince from
Yes.
Congress.
But Prince has not been given a ticket
Yeah,
this time.
it has not been.
Right? So you have 1, 2, 3 Christian candidates and 1 Hindu candidate.
Yeah, again it is T. Shivakumar of BJP is
Yes.
contesting here.
Because it is in this district, of the 6 constituencies, 4 constituencies, the BJP is contesting in 4 constituencies. One constituency is clear, he's got it for his ally TMC, and the candidate is contesting on the BJP symbol.
Yeah. This is
Right.
Padmanapuram, which is very
Padmanapuram.
important constituency, politically significant for the BJP.
Padmanapuram Palace, then also
Yeah.
the wooden architecture is very significant.
Yeah.
And also one seat that was won by the BJP candidate.
Yeah.
Right, for the first time.
Yeah.
Independently in
Or
1996.
he is not a BJP candidate, he is called Hindu Tesam,
Hindu
Balachandar.
Sir is referring to
1984.
1984.
He is referring to 84. I am referring to the
1996.
1996.
Yeah.
Yeah, when,
Velayudhan,
yeah,
you are-
Velayudhan. You know, the only candidate for the BJP to win, despite a wave in favor of DMK,
not
TMC.
1984, 99.
Yeah, that is 80. Okay,
89.
that,
Balachandar.
Balachandar is 89. 89 or 84?
No, 84, I think, because
84,
post the
yes.
Mandai clash.
Post Mandai
No,
card,
no, no,
yes.
no. I'm not sure.
Okay, that will
You
refer
see,
to,
but
but
this one is this, yes.
again, now we have a.
No, because Chellachami is a CPM candidate, he is a district secretary. CPM has won in 1989.
Oh, right.
Then you are right, 84 Mr. Balachandar won. So Mr. Noor Mohammed won from this constituency in the 89. It was a sitting seat of our dairy development minister Mano Tangraj, who won the constituency twice. But this time he has been denied a seat, but he is working for the CPM candidate.
Interestingly, how we see this Kanyakumari is, national parties
Yes.
have a hold. Padmanabhapuram, even though BJP
Yes.
had its roots here, in the last 4 elections, it elected DMK.
DMK.
Yeah, Pushpalila Alban and all, they were elected from.
And also ADMK it is elected. Minister Lawrence was from this constituency. ADMK minister is Lawrence from this.
See here, it is just 2.8%.
2.8%,
Yeah, it's
yes.
too less. Padmanabhapuram. And Vilavankodu is a
Vilavankodu,
border district,
yes,
a border
this is
constituency.
a constituency from where Congress has won quite a few times, but this time that candidate has joined the BJP.
BJP, yeah.
Right,
That is a
Vijay
Vijay Dharani.
She actually took a big risk because she resigned her constituency and then joined the BJP ahead of the last Lok Sabha polls. So
Yeah.
finally, she has been given a ticket.
Yeah,
So we'll have to see how much of a fight she gives to Praveen.
yeah.
Right?
It was a very stronghold of the CPM before the delimitation, because it's a rubber plantation workers, the party organized, and D Money, and folled by his brother GS Money, his brother first represented the constituency, followed by brother D. Mani. Both of them are bachelors and committed full-time workers of the party. Delimitation changed the character of the constituency.
Vijayadharani won 3 times from
Three
his,
times.
Yeah, 3 times.
constituency.
2011,
Yes.
16 and 21, but subsequently she resigned.
Constituency number 234,
Yeah.
right, the last constituency in Tamil Nadu, deep down south, coastal region, fishing as a key livelihood, is Killiu. Last time the DMK got a huge
Because of the
Push.
Congress floor
Yes,
leader now,
Congress
who's
floor leader now.
yes, Rajesh Kumar.
advocate Raj Kumar,
Rajesh
right,
Kumar, Rajesh
Rajesh Kumar, right? So
So, no,
time
this
is in
Nivin
again.
Simon also, the former congressman, TMC,
Yeah, TMC.
but he is contesting because of the
BJP symbol.
BJP
BJP
symbol,
symbol.
His
right?
party is in alliance with
ADMK
BJP.
led alliance, like
Right.
he's contesting, and but it fared very poorly in the
Yes.
in this assembly segment.
Yes.
ADMK fared very poorly, and there was a huge lead in
Yes.
Yes,
DMK
he's
led alliance.
quite a familiar face.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rajesh Kumar,
yes.
he is liked by the
Even in
local
Kanyakumari, as a parliamentary constituency, if you see,
Yes.
was H. Vasant Kumar, his
Yeah,
son Vijay
also,
Vasant.
he is the Congress legislative
Floor
party
leader,
leader,
yeah, party
floor
leader.
leader, right? Floor leader. After
Post
Selvaperunthagai
Selvaperunthagai
became
became-
TNCC president,
yeah.
right? So that is the thing. So that brings us to the end of the southern segment. So we will meet you in another segment where we will be looking at another region of Tamil Nadu. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.